I also watched the Mario movie yesterday.
Star Fox worth it, Frank?
Don't Run.
All
He
right.
came out more than I thought he would.
All right. Now, I'm a little bit more curious with that statement.
Oliver almost came out.
Oliver?
Isn't that the...
Yeah, from Pikmin?
Yeah.
Olimar.
Olimar. Man.
I'm like, what are you guys on over here?
You know,
As you can see,
Oliver.
I haven't played.
Huge Pikmin fan out here.
I did
Did you catch a GameCube tournament bracket?
We're going to get this for the rest of the day, are we?
Oh, yeah, pretty much. You know, Smash Brothers, Oliver.
I'm pretty sure.
Ness. Marth. Oliver. What's up, people? Welcome to Otaku, SoCal's bi-weekly anime and pop culture podcast. I'm your host, Ray, aka Sourdough Shonen. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we are diving into our Winter Review 2026 edition. So get ready for all the hottest takes because we will be diving into our big three shows of our current season. And we'll be giving to all the spoiler talk, so we'll find out for sure who is the winner of Winter 2026. There are only one champion, so stay tuned to figure out who it is. And on my panel of judges this week is my go-to anime judges, as usual. Why not? Frank. Hello, Frank. How are you doing, sir?
Hi. Okay.
Okay. You excited about your pick this season, Frank?
You mean next season?
No, this season, right now. This episode, Frank. This moment, right here.
No.
Right now.
No, not feeling. Oh, wow. Okay, wow. All right, well, Frank, I got to teach Frank how to hype an intro of a podcast. All right, put that on the checklist. Miles, how are you feeling, brother?
I'm feeling terrible because my.
All right, you guys are killing me. You guys are killing me here. Remember, we pretend we like each other. We have fun here.
Well, I'm just saying, watching from my show, I feel terrible.
Okay, well, let's see. A note to self: don't introduce co-hosts. Keep it the Sourdough Shonen podcast episode. Okay, got it.
But I know the
Don't ask if you don't want to know.
Taco podcast, Sourdough Show production.
Yeah. Oh, it's sour, all right.
Put like a
once it has nothing to do with me.
byline at the bottom.
Well, no guarantees here. It'll probably get better from here. Hopefully, fingers crossed. If not, guess what? That's why you have timestamps down below where you can jump exactly where you want to be on this podcast. And me, I want to jump to the credits already. Here we go. All right, gentlemen, before we dive into our big three of our anime season, let's see what everyone's been up to this week on Otaku. And gentlemen, I'll get us started because my week's very, very short. So those who don't know, as I said in the beginning of this intro of the podcast, usually we are a bi-weekly podcast, but we had a back-to-back run last time because we had our fourth missing chair to me, next to me. As you can see, there's a microphone if you're watching the video, or there's a clip of this later in the future. Andy came along and joined me once again on the podcast, and we talked about some Death Stranding 2, as well as some Gunbuster. And because of those things, yeah, turns out not a lot of free time in between weeks when you're busy trying to put out new episodes of podcasts and blah, 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 blah.
Understandable.
So if you're curious, that's half of my week, let's say. And the one thing of note that I will mention for this time on this podcast is also thanks to Andy. So once again, the fourth chair still somehow doing his job when he's not here.
He's so good, he doesn't even have to be here.
Apparently. We'll see if we get him back before 3 or 4 months from now. Place your bets now. Because the one thing I did do, along with Miles, we binge watched over on Amazon Prime, a little show called Jury Duty. Have you heard about this one, Frank? Jury Duty. So, for those who don't know, along with Frank here, it's a bit of a hybrid show of, it's basically Candid Camera meets The Office, maybe is the real quick sell.
Yeah.
Because it takes place, as the name implies, during a court case and jury duty. But the twist is everyone on the show is an actor except for one person. And that one person really thinks it's a real court case and they're dealing with their typical jury duty summons as you normally would do out here in California in the United States. And yes, that is the premise of the show of everyone's in on the act but one guy, and we're all cutting to his reactions to seeing all the lunacy that happens as the court case progresses, because it can't be a simple court case. It has to get crazier and crazier, kind of like The Office.
Mm-hmm.
And what makes it a little bit, I guess, maybe extra sellable, commerciable, maybe is the word here,
Yeah.
is one of the people that's in this little TV show production is the actor James Marston.
Yeah.
For those who maybe don't remember the name, maybe you'll remember the face.
He tells us himself all the time.
Well, there's that, and when you watch the show, he'll tell you all the time who he is. He is the actor who played Cyclops in the original X-Men, and also soon to be in the new one. Ooh. But he's also the male father figure for Sonic the Hedgehog in the new movies.
Yeah.
So that guy, he's in a bunch of thingamabobs. But he plays himself, but like a very like twisted version, very much like how Larry David plays himself in Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah.
That kind of level. And it's very over the top, and he knows when to be like a complete jerk and make himself look like an ass, basically, for lack of a better word. And that's just the humor, is to like I said, all the actors are playing very extreme characters, and like I said, it seems something very much like The Office, because also it's like a fake documentary series, because for some reason, apparently someone's filming this court case for some reason, I guess to see the legal process of California and this and that. And yeah, but like I said, it just gets crazier and crazier and crazier, and the one guy's just trying to react to it, and sometimes, you know, he goes with the punches and goes like, it's all right, buddy, and this and that, kind of goes with the wackiness, and sometimes just like, what the hell is going on around here? And so, yeah, it's surprisingly pretty good show. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I think there's 6 episodes?
8.
8. Relatively short run. But yeah, if it has a little bit of that cringe humor you get in The Office.
Yeah.
And like I said, you're just kind of waiting for the shoe to drop to see, you know, you're waiting for the cameraman to cut to / the editor to cut to the guy's face and be like, ooh,
Yeah.
what's going on now? What did I miss? But yeah, pretty entertaining show to get involved. As Andy told me last time on the podcast, there's a second season where it's a different cast of characters and a different setup, but it's the same premise of it's a bunch of actors, and one person isn't an actor, and they think everything's happening around them is real. And there's that. And he mentioned that season's pretty good, so I imagine there's a good chance I might dive into that one pretty soon as well. But yeah, Andy was right on that one. Jury duty. Thumbs up for me. I don't know if you got anything else to tell Miles.
When I think they have like a epilogue or something, I guess, at the end.
Yes.
They tell you like how close like we had they were to like.
There was a couple of times.
And so it was neat here listen to the process afterwards, and how like well, any moment this could have broke on us, but it just happened to work out this way. You know, it's a unique process trying to make the show without the immersion breaking, I guess.
Right. It's like what was that movie? Despite I don't remember that movie too well. The Game or something?
Was it a Truman Show?
Oh, the Truman Show would also work. Yeah, the Truman Show's probably the better reference.
Yeah, I seen bits and pieces, but never seen it through. Just another
It's
movie to watch.
Good movie. Also Sonic the Hedgehog connection.
Oh,
See,
yeah.
if you give me enough time, I can make everything relate back to the blooper. All right, just that good. I'm the good of a podcast host.
Or maybe too much of a Sonic nerd.
I mean, both can be true. Both can be true.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm so good of a podcast host that I'm willing to pass the baton over to Frank and see what Frank is up to since his last time on this little podcast. What's new, Frank?
Still playing Octopath.
Still on it, Frank. Still haven't beaten it, huh?
No, but I'm in hell now, so
Oh no.
I hate when it happens.
it's got to be pretty far.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's hard to get sink any lower than that.
Which I'm not sure if I'm almost done or if I'm halfway done.
Got to go to deep hell, real hell.
Cause it's kind of like Breath of the Wild / Stranger Things, where it's the same world but just dark.
I see.
So I don't know if I have to go through the whole world again or just a few parts.
This is like reminds me of like was it A Link to the Past and the Dark World. And
That would work too.
Yes. So still working on that. I don't know if I'm gonna try to do everything because I don't like super bosses.
Super bosses? Oh, too tough for Frank?
Wait, Frank's sweating on the bosses now?
No, it's just too much of a time investment at this point.
Oh, I see.
That
makes more sense.
Are we reaching a breaking point for Frank over here?
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
Kidding.
Frank is used to plowing through marathoning games, and this one's been on his plate for a long time. He's at the buffet, still chomping down on those crab legs.
Still poking on it a little bit, seeing if it like.
Is there any more meat left on that bone? Let's take a little peek here.
But yeah.
Must be some like JRPG sitting on your shelf there. Play me,
I want
Frank.
to play Hyrule Warriors, but
all right, age of imprisonment, all that.
yeah, I don't know if I should play that on my own or wait for my brother. That's
Frank.
That's the
Oh,
part.
Frank.
Oh,
It's me, Zelda.
that voice gets me going.
Does it?
Does it really?
Gets me going to switch to the Japanese audio track.
Yeah. Oh, you mean she doesn't sound like that? Oh.
It's a bold choice.
Other than that, I watched the movie Project Hail Mary.
Oh, yes. I heard some people be talking about this one.
Yeah, I liked it.
Oh,
It was-
good,
it was
all right.
nice.
Should I go run off to the theaters, Frank?
Um,
Or
I
can I,
don't know.
pick it up on, I don't know, my local Blockbuster?
Yeah, no, the one that's over there. You
Yeah,
know.
just can't miss it.
but yeah, it was good. It was funny. Had checked a lot of boxes for me. So, but I did have a friend that didn't like it. Like, oh,
So that's what you like. Wait, so like
Is it
Star
'cause
Wars-
Ryan
you're like
Gosling?
if you're like that person, then
How could you not like him? He's so pretty.
I don't know.
See?
No redhead. I don't know.
Oh, that's true. Not red enough. I can see it.
So yeah, I like that movie. I recommend it. I don't know if it's a must-see, but you should see it eventually at some point.
All right, I'll put it on the list.
What else? I also watched the Mario movie yesterday.
Oh, how is it, Frank? Tell us.
It's like the first one.
Oh, great.
Okay. So
So-
skip. Got it.
So
Wait for Sonic. Okay.
I'm waiting for the next Sonic 4. Got it.
I was for this one I was mostly like just let's see if they have any Easter eggs. and
Let's
stuff
see.
like
Show
that.
me all the Easter eggs.
Yeah, so it was I think I liked the first one better. I think it had
Hmm.
a little better story, but this one's about the same, and I think the first one was funnier, so I like the first one better.
Mm.
But still, if you like the first one or if you're into Mario, you should probably watch
Star Fox worth it,
it.
Frank?
Don't run.
like
he
the
came out
most
more than I
interest-
thought that he was gonna.
All
He came
right.
out more than I thought he would.
All right. Now I'm a little bit more curious with that statement.
Oliver almost came out.
Oliver?
Isn't that the?
Yeah, from Pikmin.
Yeah.
Olimar.
Olimar. About Olimar. man.
I'm like, what are you guys on over here?
You know,
As you can see,
Oliver.
I haven't played.
Huge Pikmin fan out here.
I didn't
Did you catch our GameCube tournament bracket? Where both of these guys cheered for Pikmin and Oliver at Tails.
Oliver sounds good.
Don't worry,
Oh,
that's that game, right? Don't worry, be your friend. They're like on the rooftop and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought he was gonna come out, but only the Pikmin came out.
No. Boo.
But I did enjoy like the music. It was a bit like, oh, I like this part of the game, or like.
It's an easy one to do these
Mhm.
days. Can't go wrong.
That was cool.
Play the hits.
Eventually, I'll get there.
After the Sonic 4.
Well, I mean, obviously, I'm running out there first day one, first one in line.
That's what, next year?
I think so. I think there was already a teaser thing for like, oh, it's coming,
I was
shocker.
like, yes, you tell us before.
And Jim Carrey would like to make some money, so he'll also be here. Shocker.
Who?
Jim Carrey, who may or may not be him, according to the internet.
Yeah, who knows?
I mean, I saw one or two of those pictures. I'm like, wait, what's going on here? I won't lie. I was like, I'm also puzzled.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it, Frank.
That's
All
it,
right,
man.
Frank.
That's
All
it.
right. Then let's move it on to Miles, brother. What have you been up to?
All right, so this is kind of a funny story.
Oh no.
So, well, I guess the quick thing I finished.
Quick. All right. Famous last words.
I finished easy. Finished. No, caught up. Yay. Moving on. So apparently, Steam over the last weekend had a game, I guess, free to play for like a weekend, like a weekendish. Like you could download, you could play like as much as you want until Monday or Sunday, and then it was on sale, but you could try out for like the whole like weekend, right?
Okay.
So I've been playing Subnautica.
Oh. Okay.
It was a free game. I liked it so much, and it was on
Isn't
sale.
that game? This game's got to be like dirt cheap at this point on a Steam sale.
It's like $5.
That's what I'm saying. You couldn't come up to $5, bro.
No, I didn't buy the $5.
So you, wait,
I tested. I always want to test it out, but no, they had a free.
but your motivation because it was free.
Yeah.
Brother, if you need a $5, I got you covered.
Well, I bought the game afterwards.
Well, of course now, but I'm just saying. I'm thinking like this is like a brand new hot game. This game is old as dirt now at this point, isn't it? It's $5 for crying out loud.
Yeah, because I think Subnautica was supposed to happen this year.
It's got like a bunch of DLC at this. I don't know much about this game, but I've heard of this game and I feel like it's heard about it for at least like 5+ years.
So anyway, in case you haven't heard it, which
If you're Miles,
if yes, you're me. It's a game which you I guess you're like a engineer or some kind of technician on a ship. It crash lands onto a foreign marine planet.
Oliver.
Oliver. Yeah.
Uh huh.
But it's nothing but ocean, I guess. Met a couple lands here and there. But you crash land to and I guess most of your ship got displaced. You're by yourself, and you gotta survive the waterway. I guess this water world.
Not Kevin Smith. What's his name? I've never
Kevin
seen
Costner?
That's the one. Something with the K.
Yeah, I actually never seen water. Anyway, so basically, it's a game it's a survival crafting game which you go underwater, you pick out shells and other dilly-dads, make things to craft new things, and then you do rinse and repeat.
Is Tom Nook there?
No, a lot of fish, or what it called, a lot of big fish called
Leviathans?
yeah, I
That's
can't
a
say
big
it.
fish.
Yeah, apparently a bunch of fish that like will kill you if you come towards them, so you have to prepare yourself or something like that to tackle said fish to survive. But most
It's like One Piece out here.
But most of the time, you have to worry about, do you eat fish? You have to eat fish, drink water, and keep your health. And as you pretty much survive. Find new stuff, trying to go deeper into the ocean because it's like almost like it goes all the way down to 1,500 meters down below.
I'm an American. I don't know what a meter means.
Yeah, me either. So that's a lot of things you have to. But you only could when you first start off, you only go maybe 100 meters down. But you craft new items to
go deeper,
to make you go deeper into the water.
Find your parts, or some assuming.
Yeah, to find.
Or you put blowfishes as your new airplane wing or something.
Well, I guess
little duct tape.
Well, it's kind of a mystery still right now. Kind of what I guess just survive enough to leave the planet. I guess.
What's it a mystery?
Well, because you don't know how you crash landed on the planet, and there's a lot.
So were you asleep on the job?
Well, we don't know.
We don't know.
No, that's the whole mystery part because you had supposed to find.
Would you kindly tell me more about the story?
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, I guess it's a little bit of that here too.
Seems like it already. I didn't expect that twist.
But you go find your other crewmates' capsules that float in the their other team because they're different life pods or different.
Oh, there's more than just you?
Yeah, but you know where they are, so you have to go swim to find them. I
assume it was all isolation.
Yeah, because you find them, or what remains of them, I should say.
Bum bum bum.
And then that's you unlock new stuff to build, and you build. No, it's rinse repeat. Survival, and you're trying to get yourself off the planet because apparently the company you work for may or may not do shady things. I guess.
Reminds me of that other game I played, the Alters.
Maybe similar.
Sounds like it. I only played a little bit of it.
In fact, you can play this game in VR, but I wouldn't recommend it.
Well, you're just swimming in the ocean, I imagine.
Yeah, you swim in the ocean. And there's too many things that pop up.
Yeah, it's a hard pass for me right there.
Yeah. Well, yeah. No.
I'd rather deal with the crazy guys from Biohazard 7 or whatever, Resident Evil 7.
Mr.
Biohazard.
X?
No, well, that's number 2. What do they call it? It's like
Nemesis?
Jackson? Tom? No. In Biohazard, the 7th game.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, I know. Well, the one that's in VR.
Well, I guess.
Well, they actually did put Resident Evil 4 OG VR, but I'm talking about the PlayStation VR. I played a little bit of that game in that. Spooky.
I thought I guess I thought it was third person. Maybe I'm high. The seventh game.
No, it's first person.
Oh, okay.
The whole one with him and the sequel in Village.
Oh, okay. Where's they got spiders? Nope. That's
There's only spider one. Okay, well, I'd rather deal with the spider than the whole ocean, I'll tell you that.
I'd rather deal with the ocean than the spiders. Anyway.
What about ocean spiders?
Don't give me.
Bum bum bum. I'm waiting for you, Miles.
What?
It makes it creepier, doesn't it?
What the heck is this? Yeah. So I guess I'm putting I guess I'm almost. I can deep further down. I could go down to let's say 500 meters now without dying or crushing under pressure. Apparently of water.
Can you go under the sea?
Nah. Yes, actually I can. But I guess it's supposed to build a submarine to go even further down.
Is it a yellow submarine?
No, it's a kind of grayish submarine.
Do you have a hole in your pocket?
No, I wish I did though.
Andy would get these references.
I know these references. I know those references too. Yeah, but Andy would be more creative than I am.
He'd be funnier.
Well, yeah, but then
He'd keep the bit going versus just letting it fall flat.
I think he wants to replace you.
Turns out, I think replace both of us. I think where we're going.
After that intro, I'm thinking about it.
But anyway, yeah. So I guess it's a very long, because it's a lot of exploring things like that.
It's a whole ocean even.
Yeah. So stay tuned.
Nah.
No,
thank you. I'll get a boat, get out of there.
Well, yeah. The smart thing to do, I guess.
That's what Oliver would have done.
We're gonna get this for the rest of the day, are we?
Oh yeah, pretty much. Smash Brothers. Oliver.
I'm pretty sure.
Ness. Marth. Oliver.
I'm pretty sure Pikmin 3, I think one of them is Oliver. Maybe I'm high.
Go grasp me that straws here. Someone in the universe is called Oliver.
I'm pretty sure one of them is.
I'm pretty sure Olmar's old man is Oliver. That's how he got the name.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
I think the main character from Ni no Kuni is Oliver.
I think you actually are right on that one.
All right, and Emma, I guess I am my turn.
Fine. Quitter.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh boy, this episode sure is juicy, isn't it, Commercial Miles?
That's right, Commercial Ray. Hopefully, hope you are enjoying our takes on gacha games, and Frank's always crazy wild tales of things he goes through this week.
I wish there was like a way for other people to like listen to all these episodes that we've been doing for several years now of the Taku podcast. Do you think there's such a place out there on the internet for them to listen?
Well, you can always check out our website at www.takuotaku.com for easy access. Though we're also on your favorite podcast listener.
What? Like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, the various podcast catchers out there? Whoa, that's crazy.
I know, right? We're going everywhere. We're even on YouTube.
Whoa, are we real YouTubers, Miles?
We're nothing but YouTube shields now these days.
Too bad we actually don't charge a penny for this podcast.
But with your help, one day we might.
The true goal of this podcast.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, with those exciting weeks, I swear the show gets better from here. Fingers crossed. Well, now we are going to dive into our main topic of this very episode of the podcast, and we're talking about our big 3 shows of the season. Bum, bum, bum. For those who don't know, we are going to start off with a little bit of a light general description, recommendation of what we liked and didn't like about the show. And, pretty much if we have a score, we'll give it a little bit of a score. And then afterwards, we will get into more spoiler talk. And down below, we'll have timestamps down below to let you know when that's happening. If you want to avoid them, you can avoid them since these are still relatively fresh shows that just finished airing over in Japan, let alone on your streaming app probably as well. So we got that all around. And the 3 shows we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about Sentenced to be a Hero from Frank, Tamon-kun's B-side, or whatever it's called in English because they changed the name.
Yeah.
And I have you and I are polar opposites. So that is our big 3 shows for the season. Bum, bum, bum. Well, let's see here. I feel like we should go with the fan favorite, the popular vote, which in this case would be Frank. Frank, tell us all about A Sentenced to be a Hero. What's this thingamabob all about?
I don't know. I'm just kidding.
It's about a guy. He's sentenced to be a hero.
Roll credits.
Well, I was kidding, but I'm not really sure where this is going, but I'll try my best.
We shall try, Frank. Together we'll figure
basically, this is in the world like fantasy,
dark
medieval
fantasy
time-ish, where there's knights and mages and monsters and...
Oh, my.
So, basically, in this world, there's heroes who are apparently criminals, so I don't know why they're calling them heroes.
That's an ironic.
And these people are like, I don't want to say mercenary because they're not paid. More like slaves.
That'd be the more accurate description, sadly.
Slaves / hitmen / soldiers.
Suicide Squad, maybe?
Yeah.
Man.
They're sent in to fight demons. And are they demons or they call them something else?
The Blight?
There you go. Blight.
You could say demons. They're
or
possessed zombies that are
colorful monster creatures
that are trying to destroy humanity.
Mm-hmm.
As they do.
And basically, the main character, Xylo, runs into a goddess.
Mm-hmm.
And the goddess, for some reason, wants to make a pact with... Oh, I think she likes him. That she thinks he's a good person. And he's just hesitant at first, but eventually gives in and they make a pact. And I guess that means he can help her out. I don't know why she couldn't help out without the pact.
Yeah.
Rules.
So that's that. And then the story goes along. You meet more heroes. And they go on different missions to help the kingdom.
Yes. Try their best to fight off against the dark forces.
And basically, that's what the story is about.
Right.
Oh, wait. And also, the main character is trying to uncover the ones behind him, making him a hero, because he was kind of tricked into it, or more like set up into it.
Yes, there's a bit of a conspiracy teased early on.
And that's what it's about.
That's what it's about. So how do you feel about this one, Frank? Just broad strokes.
At first I had high hopes because it does look nice. The opening's decent. It's very colorful. It has potential for deep story, deep lore. Later on, I feel like they didn't execute. It had some. I don't know if this was a me problem, or if it was more of a they really just fumbled. So the story was so most of the time. I did enjoy maybe the last 2 episodes a little bit more. And without saying too much, I think I don't like big horde battles where it's just you're fighting them 1,000 creatures.
Right.
I'd rather it be more, one-on-one things. Because I felt like they're either super strong or, I don't know. I feel like there was no build up to how strong they are. So that did get a little tired after a while where they fight just so many bad guys.
Yeah.
It's like Dynasty Warriors sometimes in that game.
Yeah.
Or a game in that anime.
Yeah. But in Hyrule Warriors, I don't know, I haven't played Dynasty. At least you fight the big elite monsters, and
that's true.
That made it worth it or really challenging. And I did like when they did have the one-on-one battles. That last battle was pretty cool, in my opinion. That was pretty well animated.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so I did like that. And without saying too many spoilers, that's how I feel about it. It started off great, and then so and it ended a little bit on a high note.
Okay. Any score and or recommendation for this one, Frank?
Score, I think I would give it a 6 out of 10.
Okay.
Recommendation, I would have to finish the story and see if it's worth it, but as of now, no.
Okay. All right, let's move on to Miles. Miles, tell us how you feel about this one.
Let's see. It's very dark. Both
fantasy,
dark fantasy, also dark in colors.
It's always twilight hours. A lot of
minus
scenes.
like the demon blight, bright.
Yeah,
cheery,
they glow in the dark. They're like a night bright out there.
Same like Frank felt. There's too much action sometimes. Like just wheeling and dealing. Just like you go like you're too busy. They're not struggling really. They're kind of just mowing down people per se.
You know what? I'm sorry to interrupt.
No.
I did feel that it was a bit a negative where they're mortal. So you felt there's no tension. There's no consequence to.
I might bring that up in our spoiler talk.
So sorry. Yeah, that's one of the things that was like, if they weren't immortal, I'll be like, all right, now we're in trouble.
That's a question mark for me. That whole mechanic, if we're calling that.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, well, and they did, because I don't think they really use it most of the time anyway.
They tell you very early on about it, which I was like, okay. So I was waiting for that shoe to drop, and it never really fell without getting spoilers.
I think the problem is very, I guess, I wouldn't say emo, but it's feel like everyone's very grungy.
Well, it's very, I'm a young preteen, or I've just turned 13, and I want to see adult bloody content because I'm no longer a child. I'm a full adult. So where's the blood and guts?
And it's what show
got that.
It show delivers that part. It is very unique. Sometimes they animate a lot more than most anime studios do, for the most part.
It's got some pretty good production values.
It's also funny the fact it only has an opening. that
helps when you don't have to animate an ending at any point. Usually they do that to save the money and time, but not this time. That's a new one.
Yeah, but like Frank says, I think a lot of story, the more you keep going, the more you get confused, lost, and kind of like until the end, you kind of realize what's really going on, because I felt like we're too busy. We get distracted with this, and they want to throw us with B, like side story B, and then C comes in, and a lot of things go on, so you get lost real fast.
Got a grade, a score, and or recommendation?
I guess I'll give it like a 3 out of 5. It wasn't bad. There's no like totally egregious like full plots per se.
Mm-hmm.
But unless, like Francis, unless the story really delivers, because it sounds like there's going to be more.
I think we got a second season greenlight at this moment in time.
Yeah.
Is that going to be enough to tell the whole story? My guess would be no, but I could be wrong.
But, I feel like there was enough teaser to kind of see what's going on.
You want to see if there's a season, or you want to see what happens in season 2.
Yeah, but, as like this muddled it could be better if we just slow down.
Yeah, that's a thing.
That's why by Demon Slayer apparently.
Yeah, that I did think the same thing. That's for sure.
But I'll keep the rest of spoilers. I guess.
All right, save the juicy stuff behind the curtain.
I guess let's hear your verdict over here.
All right, let me tell you. So without getting into once again all the spoilers just yet, the quick sell to me of this show, it's Berserk meets Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, I guess in particular, with Demon Slayer's pace.
Yeah.
And yeah, so Berserk amazing, Full Metal Alchemist amazing, Demon Slayer fun, maybe not amazing but fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, the pacing in Demon Slayer is, I consider it to be more of a negative thing. So that's I feel like that's the best way to sell it.
Yeah.
I do like the supporting cast early on because it is the classic motley crew that I do enjoy in my animes. Because you see the different heroes, and each hero is very different compared to each other.
Yeah, they're all have unique problems and other issues.
Yes, and they all have different reasons why they became heroes, quotation marks.
Yeah.
So I do like that. I am still excited, as you mentioned, Miles, to see what happens after the events of season 1. I think it's an interesting world and has got good ideas. The execution might wobble, as Frank already mentioned, but I would be curious if I see season 2 stumble upon my Crunchyroll feed or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I'd probably at least check it out to see what is going to happen to our cast of heroes that we teased and set up in season 1. Some of the negative things about this, without once again to spoilers just yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, the memory thing, because they tell you that almost like one of the first things they tell you about this world is like, oh, we're heroes and we can't go against the military forces because they have the very much, once again, like Suicide Squad, where they have a bomb on our necks and if we go against the grain, they'll blow us up and we'll die. But also, we can't really die because they could resurrect us at any point. Oh, but when they resurrect us, we might lose our memories.
Yeah.
And without getting too many spoilers, I feel like that was a weird plot thing that was almost unnecessary, at least at season 1, where we're at so far.
Yeah.
I just feel like by telling us so early, it cuts a lot of the tension, which I think Frank was already teasing at.
Yeah.
So I just wonder what was the point about all that. But like I said, maybe we'll dissect that and figure out if we come up with a good answer or not for that in the spoiler talk. Once again, no details, but the general picture, the real villain of the series, it's like introducing for Noodle fans, look at the reference. It's like introducing the moon goddess after dealing with the bridge. It's like way too soon. It's like, whoa, easy. Let's just introduce the rest of the main cast of heroes, and then we'll worry about who the real villain is in the series. There's plenty of, the end of the world scenario is enough to keep us busy, I feel like, for season 1. So it's just like, slowly roll, easy. I'm here. You caught my interest. The animation got me. All right, easy, bro, easy.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just the pacing. At the end of the day, really, the pacing is a concern I have with this series. Oh yes, the one last thing, very minor thing, but if you're an anime snob like I can be at times, I switch between both the English and Japanese audio tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah, stick to Japanese on. That'd be my recommendation because to be fair, the English one isn't bad. But it's a little weird for me because who plays? Was it Zolo? That's
Xylo.
Xylo, that's what it is. Zolo. He's a One Piece, a different guy.
Yeah,
His
different
cousin.
guy.
But he's played by the same guy who does Todoroki.
Yeah.
In English and My Hero Academia, and that guy, he's got a cool voice, and sometimes I don't know about his acting. Sometimes I wonder because I've seen him in other anime productions.
Yeah.
And
I mean, hear him per se.
Yeah, I guess hear him. And yeah, it was a bit of a mixed bag compared to. That was the other thing. At the end of the day, even without the acting, maybe that's just on me, blah, 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 blah. At the end of the day, his voice still sounds too young.
Yeah.
Because like the whole point of the main protagonist of this series, like he's like an old veteran army grunt who's gone through all these things in hell and is now stuck in this grunt duty because he's seen, he's been on the top of the mountains and now it's fallen as low as you can fall in this universe, right?
Yeah.
And he doesn't have that graspy, raspy. Well, technically he does, I guess, but he doesn't sound tired, I guess. Maybe is the way I should describe it. But hey, Vigilante fans, Batman shows up.
Yeah.
I was wondering about that because I was like, oh, that guy was good in this show. I wonder if he's going to do other animes. And here's another one. Yay.
Who is he?
The Majesty, the ex-king.
Ah.
That guy. Score for me. For me, this is a 3 out of 5. And for those who don't know, because people 3 out of 5, the middle 2.5 is like the breaking point between like a good and a bad show, or worth watching, maybe is the way to describe it, right?
Yeah.
And so by being a 3 out of 5, I do think it's worth watching. It's just maybe don't put it in the front of your queue and your anime watch list. But it's got good animation. It's got a more grittier, dark story, which if you're into that kind of stuff, I do think it does deliver that, which I have been known to enjoy that kind of more atmosphere in the past. Like I said, Berserk, Full Metal Alchemist, Demon Slayer, maybe even a little bit more like Black Lagoon. And the real reason I say Black Lagoon and / other things I could name, I want to say Bebop. And the real reason, because this show really feels like this could be on like Toonami at like 1 o'clock on a Saturday, Sunday night.
For sure. It feels like, Saturday midnight, right after, like you said, after Bebop and Trigun, and just right afterwards.
We're going for that, because it feels like the show is a little bit more catered to maybe a Western audience, a little bit, by chance with its design, since it's got more of that medieval fantasy look to it, right? But I still liked the show. But it was, as Frank was kind of teasing, I really liked, or the more as I watched the show, sadly, the less I kind of got into the show.
Yeah.
But maybe we'll have a discussion, our spoiler discussion right now will maybe,
convince you more?
Convince me to swing more. Woo! Versus, but we'll see here. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So that is your warning. We are now at our spoiler point of Sentenced to Be a Hero. If you're not ready, you could jump ahead and check out Miles' show of the season. But for everyone who's ready and doesn't mind spoilers, Frank, let's get this ball going. What's on your mind?
What is on my mind? I don't know, and I feel like, and skipping right to the end, the one question I want to answer is the one thing they didn't. This is like, why is it treated as a crime? And he said, I'll leave that for another. If you would have just answered that, I could have probably enjoyed the show.
Wow.
Because the whole thing, and which was weird for me also, where he explains to her why the main girl, why the main girl's a holy knight lady.
That one. Okay, I was gonna say, who's
Tsundere? I think she's a Tsundere. I'm not sure. Anyways,
kind of.
Why a hero? What is a hero?
How does the bad guy explain it? I forget.
Basically, he mentions that the first goddess is the one who revives everybody.
Right.
And the reason they lose their memories is because she can't remember everyone's stories. And basically, she's like, the way he made it seem is like, I can only make one more hero, and then that's it for her. Like,
yeah, that was a thing. They needed to show an example of that a little bit. And like, I guess that one character's supposed to be, but because you don't see the before and after, it doesn't land for you, the viewer.
Yeah, I feel like they could have gone slower about introducing the heroes. Maybe introducing their backstory before meeting.
Yeah, I can't believe they told everyone's backstory already.
And it's just a little more explanation on what's going on. We're kind of thrown out there and maybe expected to feel a certain way without knowing much. So that's the whole thing, that just mostly like, I don't understand why everybody hates them when they're only doing good things.
Right.
Yeah.
I guess it's because in this world, because obviously when we think of heroes, we think of Superman, Batman, all the cliche. They're good people, and that makes them heroes. Blah blah. Watch My Hero Academia, basically, for the definition. And I just assume it's like the ironic sense of it. And that's why they're called it, because, you assume, but I got you. And that's because sometimes Japan just be like that.
Yeah.
It's an English word, and in English, we think it's cool because it's foreign and this and that. But also, I guess this is going to be one of my things I was going to bring into the conversation. I guess we're going to might as well spring it up now. Is this an isekai show?
Yes.
Right? Technically
it is.
Because the original hero, they tell us this without showing us, so we don't know much.
Yeah.
But the understanding is the very typical isekai fantasy setup you see in a lot of anime shows, where, oh no, we're in trouble. It's the Dark Lord or fill in the blank monster of the year, week, whatever.
Yeah.
And we need to summon a hero, and it just so happens we summon a high school boy or girl from Japan because this is a hero apparently in a lot of these story setups.
That was something that I was thinking about. Because he made it seem like it used to be different, where he, maybe the goddess or something used to summon heroes from other worlds.
Yes.
and that it was frowned upon.
Yeah, at some point they said it so fast, and I was kind of paying attention and keeping up because I was watching Japanese at the time.
Yeah.
And me too, because the dub was.
Oh, right, that also makes sense.
It was frowned upon, and then they changed
The rules, so they had to be.
To me, they scrapped the whole idea, and they started reviving people instead of summoning people, heroes.
Yes.
From other... So I think it used to be an isekai, and then they decided to make a necromancer show.
Yeah, basically, because the one guy you see is, and he's got a Japanese name. It's like Tetsuya or something.
Yeah.
And so that's like the reference of like, oh, this is an isekai show, kind of.
Yeah.
Technically, it is, but you just don't see anyone else from other worlds coming on over because of, I guess, the fallout or whatever, the issues of people frowning upon, I guess, foreigners coming to this world, which, I don't know, is this Japanese political society now? Maybe?
Yeah, well,
Question mark, the more you think about it now.
The more, I feel like it's unintentionally going there, but,
You could make allusions to such ideas.
Yeah.
What else? I think that she was not very smart about the way she went in confronting her uncle.
Thank you, Frank. That was definitely one of the things of like, what was her plan here? She surely must have understood what this meant. She seemed like she's got a good head on her shoulders this whole time, and this is her plan? This is a terrible plan. The worst plan of them all.
Well, and that's the thing. As I think it's because of the show's pacing. It's like, where does somebody has to get to this point?
Well, it's just, isn't it dark? Now she's one of the heroes. Ooh, and I'm like, I guess, but we got plenty of these guys. Do we need another one? And it almost like Frank says, like, oh, I guess we got room for one more. Who's saying this? The writer? That's what it sounds like. The writer's breaking the fourth wall.
But I don't know. I feel like she should have been like, just watch him from far. Try to get evidence.
Exactly.
Or at least kill him in the more sneaky way. Like, whoops, I missed.
She did not watch Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah, and then I got confused with all of the demon lords infiltrating humanity.
Yes.
Now I'm thinking that like all of the top government officials, whatever, royal, are maybe Blight.
Yeah, apparently.
But then why would they make heroes to fight the Blight?
Thought the same exact thing, Frank. What's the big con here? Unless it's a third party, I guess. And like, so what does the third party want? But I guess I'm assuming. We're getting to my part of my talk. I'm assuming the only way to justify that is somehow the third party wants to have like the power or knowledge to then jump to other worlds.
Maybe.
Because that's the only thing I could think that would make sense. Because, yeah, why would they create beings that can't die to keep fighting themselves? Unless they're trying to fake out people or get something they can't obtain from anyone else. Because, once again, the goddesses in this universe or this world, whatever, are the most powerful ancient beings that no one really... they're almost like... kind of like, I don't know, Breath of the Wild, or she's the kingdom of like lost technology, kind of.
Yeah.
And no one understands how they work, but they're just powerful beings, and we need to protect them at all costs and use them to save humanity, but also maybe for our own selfish wants and desires.
Yeah, and then it's just the goddesses, and specifically the main one.
Mm-hmm.
The more you learned about Silo's backstory, the less I understand his hate for goddesses. Because it's like, okay, I get it. You were forced to kill her because, she would have turned into Blight. And why do you hate? Like, I get that you'd want to stay away, but after you make the pact, now you make the pact. Like, you could stop being a jerk.
Yeah.
You could start working together.
It took him a while.
Well,
Yeah.
He gets there eventually.
I think what happens...
But too long. You're not wrong, Frank.
I think eventually I think he remembers his memories of before slowly.
But he hasn't lost his memories.
Or I think he might have, because like he kind of died, I think.
See, that was... They said he didn't die, but they also say you also might have lost memories. Like, no. But you said at the very beginning, only when you die, you lose memories. You can't lose memories just because, like, I'm forgetful. Whatever.
Well, see, and that's why I thought like eventually...
It made no sense to me.
Especially we had the epiphany at around... the second episode, like we remember the other one.
I think it's just him. Like, it's not so much he forgot. It's just him like trying his best to block those memories, which I guess maybe you could count that as forgetting. But I guess my brain separates the two.
The best I can think of is that is like a broken-hearted man and doesn't want to fall in love again, sort of thing.
I think so.
But still, I feel like it was a little too.
It took him a while.
Yeah.
Too long. This is true.
What else? I guess just go over the cast. That main character, meh. The thief, I feel like he was a little too unserious.
Yeah, he was the comic relief, but he was a too comic relief, maybe.
The king, he was
My favorite.
The best.
It's weird. Strangely enough, I feel like he was stronger than he was demonstrated.
Yes.
So it's like, wait, we're underutilizing you.
Yeah, a little bit. And I think that's because he's supposed to be powerful, but also a joke character. But he's like the sneakily one of the most stronger fighters, but not like in the traditional like put me in the front lines kind of way, but in a definitely like leadership role / also he is like the Full Metal Alchemist kind of because he can create things that then fight against the blight because he's got the secret knowledge.
And then the crazy guy, I wish they would have just explored that more.
Which one? There's too many crazy guys.
The one with that the one that doesn't talk.
Okay, that one.
Because I feel like if they would explain history, then we would understand more of the consequences of dying over and over again. Or at least if they would have like maybe shown that when you revive, it's super painful or something.
Someone needed to die this season 1 because they kept talking about it from episode 1.
They did die.
Did they?
Yeah.
I think. Well, let's see that.
Did anyone die?
But I think a great point. I think people like they lost limbs or they lost things, and I guess.
But they didn't die.
But they also lose memories because.
Died. I think they died. I think the thief died, and I don't. But early on, I want to say in the first 3 episodes, they died and they got
on camera.
Not on camera.
Well, see, I'm talking on camera.
Oh, okay.
Not on camera for us viewers watching them for the first time. Because the closest was the main protagonist. Even I think I saw it in English. And he said, "You didn't die, but you might have lost memories." And I went, "Whoa, easy now. We agreed. The rule is die, lose memories, not just for plot's sake."
Who else is on? Who else?
The assassin.
Oh, the assassin.
Assassin.
The crazy, wacky assassin who has no problem killing people.
Oh,
for very minor offenses, let's say.
I think I tuned out during that guy.
He was okay for that kind of type.
The magician. Oh, and this is another thing. Are there different rules to when people get turned into a hero? Because maybe I'm crazy, but did they make it so that the magician can't say the truth?
Which one's the magician?
The one with glasses and that.
The sweet talker, the con man.
Yeah, that guy.
I don't think no.
Because I thought I saw that when he was turned into a hero, because he was the one that was gonna write an article about the blight.
Well, he did,
but he made it up, right?
Yeah,
and it turned out to be true.
And it turned out to be true.
So
which for some reason they took offense. So that's the thing. It's like that particular storyline makes no bloody sense at all. If you're running a conspiracy by making a man a hero because he said this one crazy thing, you in fact promote it and say this conspiracy is true because you would not do anything. You'd be like, oh, he's just a Looney Tune. Whatever, ignore him. But making him a hero really goes like, wait a minute, why did they make him a hero? Anyone, Sherlock Holmes would have solved this mystery for years ago at this rate. So I think that there's sometimes the writing just isn't smart enough to keep up with this conspiracy theory that the show keeps making it bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's just like, how did they get away with this? Because I'm not buying it.
So I was under the impression that he made it so that you're going to be a hero and these are the rules of you being a hero. You cannot say the truth no more.
I don't think so.
And it would make it kind of like made me go, oh, okay. Because it always seems like he's making excuses.
Yes.
And if he can't tell the truth, then maybe that's why he's making excuses all the time.
I think as far as personality,
I think it's just, it's his personality of like, he's not much of a direct fighter, let's say, or confrontation, how you want to phrase it. And 2, I think just deep down, he feels like no one's because he's known as a con man. He's like the boy who cried wolf, right? No one's going to believe him. So it's like, why even waste my breath? Because people are like, oh, you're conning people all the time. You're conning me right now. Like, go F off with that stuff and go take it to someone who will fall for it. No, not me.
Well, if I'm wrong about this, it kind of sucks. I kind of like that idea because it was like, okay, this is the guy who's always saying the wrong things and then turns out to be doing the right things. And it's like, oh, we thought we couldn't count on you because you didn't show any interest or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, that's still kind of his character, though. Because everyone's like, oh, he's a loser. He's a slacker. He doesn't help us out. But like behind the scenes, he's like, I got these guys. I got these guys. I got these guys for the fight. Like he's out there hustling. But like in his own little weird way, he's helping out the team. Just not in like Send me to the front lines, guys.
I wish I had the energy to go back and look it up, but
Mm.
I don't. The dragon, the dragon rider,
Oh yeah.
who has
Snip snip.
that one once.
Well, like, what was the point of that guy? The weakest one by a mile.
Tell the first guys.
I think
You don't have to worry about
the
him.
strongest one.
I know, that's like the funny thing. It's like,
Just take him out.
just take him out. Keep the dragon. Do we need him? I think we need the dragon.
And then there's another guy that wears like a lot of armor, who
Oh, the last guy.
turned
Oh.
out to be a demon or something like that.
Wannabe discount Dio.
Yeah.
I was so disappointed it wasn't Dio in Japanese. I won't lie.
No, they tried to get him. He said no. So they got some guy instead.
You know who it is, by the way, in Japanese? White hair guy with the bandana, Juju Kaisen.
Oh,
Gojo?
Gojo, that's what it is. It's Gojo. Because I'm like, I heard that voice. I'm like, who is this? No wonder I hate this guy already.
Oh,
The better moments I liked were when they weren't fighting.
Anytime the action's not happening.
So I kind of like the episode where they kind of go in the city and the guy is surprised when the girl, the main, I wish I knew names. The main girl, she's talking about
The knight or the
knight.
goddess? The knight is Kivira?
I feel like her name was like Pistachios or something.
I think that was her last
Paushi,
name.
something like
It's like Kivara Pistachio. Something like it's like pistachio almost.
Pistachio and mustache or something.
Yeah, something. Depends on what language track you're watching in.
Well, I liked seeing when they showed more of their humanity because he was like, "Oh yeah, that dessert is good," and stuff like that. And he was like, "What? You like that?"
Oh yeah. Because the little kid doesn't know anything how the world works, and
Yeah.
no, that's a
There
cute
was
moment.
a few moments like that I enjoyed. I wish they had more of that so we can kind of relate to the characters more.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think I've said enough about spoilers.
All right, Miles. What's on your mind? What do you want to get off your chest?
A lot of what Frank said already, pretty much the same. This show's going so fast, and that you probably had to slow each episode down to read the lore bits out loud. So you go, oh, so that's how this works. Because like it's going too fast. And like, wait, who and what, where, and then what, who, how?
It's fast.
But it is. I think one of the things I even talk about is the fact that they told the main character Xylo's story way in advance, like episode 1. Because now usually how these go, you tease everyone else in their backstory, and then he's the real. No, at the end you save him for last. But off the get go, they're ready to tell the story. So, well, then why am I here? Like,
But wouldn't they be better off dead? Dead man tell no tales. Has no one been on the Pirates of the Caribbean?
As they say every time, it's like, well, no, it's worse being deaf, being a hero.
No, I would argue if you want to keep your little
Well,
secret conspiracy, now it's just these guys are not good at their jobs. Absolutely the worst.
Well, that's as more as this show keeps going. There's a lot of decisions.
It doesn't make a lot of sense.
A lot of
if you think about it.
decisions happen. It just happened because wouldn't it be cool?
Yeah, and that's what it is. Wouldn't it be cool and dark if we kept going?
Like especially the part like the demon lords and that. No, they could be humans too. There's human. Like okay,
That's fine because deep down eventually that's gonna happen. But like save that at the end of that's the end of like season 1 of like there one of us can be human. What? And then see season 2, right?
Yeah, but since we pulled it like 4 or 5 episodes at the end, we're like, well now I'm used to the idea now, so I'm not surprised anymore.
Yeah, that's the thing. And like that's the weird thing. They acted like it was a huge surprise at the end. And like, we know this already. It's not going to work a second time, Moon Goddess. We saw you the first time. All because now I got a Moon Goddess sister. I'm not impressed.
Saw you at the bridge.
It just didn't work. But the show was like, be impressed. I'm like,
no, I said Maya's her whole full plot about her dealing with her uncle.
It's still the work. God, that scene drives me insane.
Well, because we need her to be the 7th hero. We need a 7th hero.
And that's just like, wouldn't it be? Like I say, it's just one of those. But what if she falls too? And I'm like, yeah. Like it's not doing much for me, to be honest with you. But sure.
Well, I think it's really because we want most of their guys.
But that's what it's like. But she's a woman.
Wait, did she cut off her own head?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's crazy.
I even know that's physically possible, to be honest.
It's called muscles. See, if you have Miles, if you.
I guess for a friend, they kind of do that too, huh? I guess so.
Oh yeah. That happened.
Yeah, good times.
Better show than this one.
Yeah, and that's the thing for all the animation But I feel like they're so busy trying to like they're look at animation, look how everyone's moving a certain, because there's always weird scenes in which they're not fighting and they start to act like they give a lot of movement to them.
Oh, the animation, yes. There will be times that all of a sudden they'll really smooth out little sequences where they're just talking versus fighting or some epic speech or something's happening. But for whatever reason, characters will be animating twice as many frames per second for some reason, just so the animators can flex.
Yeah,
which is kind of cool, but also just a little too random. Also, I would save it for it's the big emotional tie-up moment, and that's why it looks really pretty. But it's just I'm out here at the bar, and I don't know if I should get chocolate or vanilla ice cream or something.
And then a lot of things just like we said before, a lot of things that just happened because. But in this book, look, she killed everybody. Yay, cool.
So serious, so dark and grungy.
And then it's but the kind of it's a little too much.
Well,
it's trying to be gory and more dark.
Well, yeah, it's.
But you need a palette because you need something to a in between. You need to go back and forth.
Something. The balance was a little off, let's say. Especially power level stuff, which I'll get to in a minute.
Yeah, but that's basically the rest I could talk about, I guess. Let's see the final morsels over here, I guess.
Alrighty. Speaking of which, I guess because I forgot to write in my notes, but it did cross my mind. In particular, the power levels of the last 3 villains we get.
Yeah.
What the just happened? They sold us I'm whatever it takes. You the armored guy, whatever it takes. I'll do anything for $1. I don't care who my employer is. This and that. And then the lady with her, I don't know, whiplash metal blades things, also Full Metal Alchemist, ?
Yeah.
They seem so strong and such a threat, but then they literally don't they shoot a cannon at that lady?
Yeah.
Because she threw a couple swords at her to jam her blade thing.
Yeah.
It's she couldn't what? They killed her in one off. Oh right, they threw fire dragon at her. And that was it. She got barbecued and that was it. Wait. What happened to this badass we saw in 2 episodes ago where we have to send everyone she pushed back all our best fighters.
Or it reminds me of Born Legacy. They go, oh, there it goes.
Kind of, yeah, kind of. It was just so huh? And then same thing with the artillery guys. That was his plan? You never thought what if there was another guy out there to do this or this and that? And it just seemed that one wasn't good, but the woman one was the worst one of wait. She did all these things and this things and all of a sudden that's it. That's all it took her to jam, throw a couple, toss a sword.
Yeah, toss a sword and that's it. She's done. Yeah, I know.
All because some tart threw a sword at you. That's all I'm thinking about now. And she was dead. Yeah. And there goes the King Arthur, adios. So yeah, that definitely like I said, as the main bad guys, and then they have the stretchy, tall, lanky guy who's I guess a more mainstay villain. The fact that he doesn't die, I'm do we need to keep him around? Was he this interesting enough to keep going? I didn't think we need to. Or needed to keep him away from the front lines if they're going to make him the main villain. Because all of a sudden I was getting oh no, it's my hero all over again. Oh no, this guy's not that interesting, but they think he is. Oh no, don't do it. Yeah. Learn from the mistakes. Learn from the past.
Put all the chips.
No,
I'm black.
No. Put it on someone else. Anyone else. So yeah, that was just kind of jarring as the big climax of season 1. I thought they messed up on the big epic fights that could have been, but it just gotta go fast. And like Frank was kind of teasing at, is it's all about, it's almost just the one-on-one fighting. It's the look at the big battlefield and all these minions you gotta slaughter that aren't very hard or interesting to slaughter. But if we keep throwing enough of these guys at you, will overrun the camp, I guess. And it doesn't make great TV.
Yeah. And also not have very good designs either, or it's just look.
Well, it's the same 3 designs, and then they start getting a little maybe cost effective with the CG, with those frog, especially the frog guys.
Yeah.
A lot of frog guys leaping around that there's chucking knives at them. And that was the thing early on, the explosion, because the main protagonist, his whole gimmick is if it's metal, he can throw it and they explode.
Yeah.
But it's just after a while, the explosion's is this all he can do? I was hoping for him to have an extra, I don't know, my hero tip or trick. Well, did you know if I have a different kind of element or at the right, even Bakugo has more moves involving explosions or something, right? So, granted, it's only season 1, but I guess I was hoping for maybe one little, like, let me show you my ultimate move or my secret technique or something of the sort. We're already an anime town. What's another, let's just keep going, all right?
But I guess
lean into the nonsense.
But I also want to be realistic too, but also not.
But also, it's like the dumb things they want to be realistic on, but like the realistic things they didn't want to be realistic on, if that makes any goddamn sense.
Yeah.
It was confusing. Like the conspiracy stuff. Bananas that make absolutely no sense.
Well, you tease it, and like you save a bit here, move, and then like maybe it isn't.
Well, yeah, there's also, and that's the by not talking about it, it gives the writer more time to think about like, how am I gonna pull this off? But the problem is, it's like I'm gonna call it and swing right now. It's just like whoa, easy, too soon. And just overall the pacing, as you already teased, I think we all teased, is just it's just too fast. If it was me, if I was, the big editor in chief of all this, the story editor, let's say, I would have been like, okay, season 1, introduce the main characters, the different heroes, the world a little bit, maybe introduce 1 or 2 of the goddesses and their unique abilities. I would keep a secret about the dying thing until maybe like at least halfway in or something.
Yeah.
Like someone has to die, and like maybe they can like. It could be a mind thing, like, oh, I forgot we went on a picnic last Tuesday. Something dumb, right? But something so it lands, and as the viewer, you feel more effective, right?
Well, they should like when they do like in Ray Zero, right? When a different thing.
I can see that.
But they tease something memory related, kind of in a way.
Yeah, something like that. Just so it, like I said, it hits a little home for us, a little bit more impact.
You know what would have been cool if they would have had like a bit of a romance and then he dies and doesn't remember.
I think it's like half the animes I watch.
Start over.
That's Clannad right there. No, not Clannad. It's Canon. Canon does that.
And does it again.
And again.
And again.
And again. You're like, wait a minute. But no, I can see that, friend.
Or maybe like 2 characters share important information and they died, and it's like, oh, damn.
Yeah, that would have been the thing. Like they figured out something like, even like Psychopath. The end of Psychopath season 1.
Yeah.
That would work. If you remember that part, Frank.
I don't.
Where one of them did, well, they're not detectives, but one of the fight, well, actually, Psychopaths, actually, when I think about this is just Psychopaths also, eh?
Yeah, kind of in a way, yeah.
One of the guys finds out, spoilers for Psychopaths, in case you don't know, that one guy, I think he's got like red hair, and he finds out that who's really in charge of the city.
I'll take your word for it.
All right. It's a good part. But yeah.
I guess I gotta watch that.
There you go. They do a better good job of hiding that conspiracy.
I like how there's a spoiler inside a spoiler.
Well, I mean, it's a spoiler part of the thing, all right? I'm surprised I haven't spoiled anything Full Metal Brotherhood just yet. I might just actually in a minute. What else is left that we haven't really talked about just yet? The villain. As I already teased already. But yeah, it's like fine. The evil blight can be humans too, fine, I guess, but like there's like 1, 2, 3.
Well, I'm saying they're like,
everyone's a human at this point. It's just too many of them, and then if it's not the humans themselves, it's the humans who are already like I guess they're surrendered to the blight.
Yeah,
like I guess the uncle technically qualifies. He's human, but he's already like he's the Simpsons reference. I for one reckon,
I do bow down to our overlords.
Yeah, I do overlords, and if they need a man to help ream in the humans, I can be their man. That's all I thought about when I was watching that bit. It's just like, wow, it's the Simpsons reference.
But it's weird because, like I said, the more they pile more stuff in this, they like, okay, we got demon blight, humans be doing it, and then there are humans that want to be by demon blight.
Yeah, it's just way too much for season 1. You could tease like there's these humans that are willing to betray the humans. You could do like that's step 1, and or there's one of them is I probably would have done one of them is a bad guy or whatever, and then but there's also humans who are agreeing to they've already surrendered and this and that. I think that would have been the way to slowly build this. And once again, that's why Full Metal Alchemist does a way better job of that, because in the beginning of Full Metal, we're just looking for the Philosopher's Stone, but of course along the journeys they keep finding more and more about the military and the forces and what the Philosopher's Stone actually is and who used it and this and this and that in history books.
Oh.
And it becomes a whole conspiracy where even the top dog of the military might be in on the act. Whoa.
Yeah.
Who thought the Fuhrer's the bad guy?
So yeah. The Fuhrer part?
Yeah, I know, right? So yes, watch Full Metal Alchemist. The uncle, still, that's the one that I was just like, you got to be shitting me. You got to be shitting. Like, you've been really smart. You've been like the smartest person this whole show, this whole time, and you just took a bunch of stupid pills this morning. What is wrong with you, woman?
Wow.
Oh, I'll just bring my best man with me, and we'll
We'll sort it out. We'll sort it out.
We'll just talk it out. Like, what? Come on. You know in your heart he's a bad guy. He's either literally a bad guy, or he's conspiring with the bad guys. It's one or the other. She knows.
Think she expected him to be like, "Oh, you got me."
Yeah. I guess that was it. I guess she was hoping he was going to turn himself in. Was just like, come on, girl. I mean, deep down, we all, I understand her feelings. We all want that to if it was me, I would want that to happen. But I would assume the worst case scenario, especially because, like I said, she seems like this whole time she's got a good head on her shoulders. She's always kind of expecting the worst kind of situation. And she just got really stupid for the sake of drama.
There's no cameras, but do it somewhere public. Like,
imagine
anything. Absolutely no plan. Let's just talk it out like gentlemen.
Well, it's like Goofy.
That's your plan?
It reminds me of Goofy Attack on Titan, right? In which, like, just go down here to the basement. Just go down here. Just go on down. Whenever when Armin was trying to talk.
With the female Titan.
Yeah, like just come down here, man. Just come down.
Don't think about it. Just take our word for it. Yeah.
As he like, come on, man.
Pleading, begging. I know deep down I'm wrong, but I want to be right so bad, and I'm willing to just lie and do anything possible.
See another show.
There you
That's
go.
better than the
That
show.
also is better than the show, and also got similar vibes. Also, if you want that,
Just come
heavier.
come on down.
Also,
man.
conspiracy would also work too.
Just come on down. Be fine. Just come on.
Even that, I don't think. Well, Attack on Titan does actually work for a good substitute for the show as well.
Yeah.
this guy who never talks to me wants me to go down a creepy tunnel.
What's the worst that could happen? Oh boy. And the last thing that I thought was a little bit of a head scratcher, if not just flat out bad. And I understood the message, and I agree with the message and statement.
Yeah.
But the way and how it happens, where it's the little goddess, the Tetorita?
Yeah.
Did anybody else think she was gonna be a fire goddess?
Maybe?
I thought she was gonna be like a fire.
I didn't expect the swords, I guess.
I don't know. Someone really like Fate Stay Night.
Kingdom Hearts. One or the other.
Kingdom Hearts. Either pick your anime reference or Japanese property. But the whole scene where, because it's just her and him, and she's like, all of a sudden she got like her super master's degree in psychology that moment in time.
Yeah.
And she goes, I know why you don't like us. It's because deep down when you see us, you see yourself. And you want to be a hero in the true sense of heroes. We know it, but you just can't handle that because you got bitten so hard and you can't face the truth anymore. It's just like, who the is Todd? Did she get possessed right now? Like, how and why is this happening right now? And how are you the one to give him the speech?
Well, I said,
Did the blight get you?
Yeah, it was just like, whoa. What you're saying is right, but how do you know this? You're kind of an idiot. But yeah, I thought that scene was just so forced and just wrong time and or place to do that little motivation speech. Like I said, I agree with the assessment. It makes sense. Just not now and not by this person. I just thought it was just weird time and place, let's say. But yeah, I think we mentioned it already, all the things we didn't like. But having said all that stuff, I would still be curious to see what we do in season 2, but I'll admit it might be on a short leash on that season 2.
First top 3 episodes and see what happens.
Yeah, at least something like that.
You give it a preview to see where this goes.
Yeah, but I look forward to watching this again when it airs on Toonami a few months from now.
Yeah.
It's guaranteed at this point. Anything else, gentlemen, on this one?
No, I think we covered everything.
Alrighty then. Let's see here. Now we're on to Miles's pick of winter 2026. And today's Tomon's B-side?
Or Tamon-kun's B-side.
AKA, what face does Tamon-kun have now?
Yeah, which is a Japanese title.
It's the Japanese, which is funny because in the commercial breaks, you could actually see it in English too.
Yeah,
you squint
but
and look.
it always kind of did.
Well, they make it, I guess it was too much of a mouthful, which is hilarious considering some other anime titles we've said already on this podcast itself.
Fair. Okay, so sum up where I guess there's a new boy idol band or idol group out there, Face. And our protagonist Tage is a fan of one of the members. I guess they're all different colors, and I guess you choose one as your Oshi or your Stan.
Your favorite.
Your favorite.
There, we have some. I imagine we have some otakus listening to this Otaku podcast, but maybe if they're casual new people, anime help us out.
Oh, okay.
AKA Frank.
All right. No,
wait a minute. It says right.
It's like Squiddy. Wait a sec. I think I'm slow.
We're all learning.
So very much an Oshi is very much like your go-to person to support. Because you would like
your redheads.
the redheads, Sonic.
Gotta go fast.
Various things out there, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So Otaku, who is our protagonist, was willing to Tamaku, which is he's, I guess, pink color.
He's the pink one. He's got the pink hair.
And I guess he's wild and sexy, as she put it, whatnot.
I mean, he says it himself, I'm pretty sure.
One or the other. So she's a big fan. And it's because she wants to get all the merch and stuff, because that's what they do.
Yep.
She gets a job as a housekeeper service, which I guess is in Japan, apparently. So she's going around cleaning houses, and she happened one of her jobs, she was covering for I guess one of her other co-workers who was sick or injured that day, apparently many times. She goes to a house to do house cleaning. Turns out to be Tamon-kun himself, but unlike his, let's say, idol stage presence, let's say, he is the opposite. He is very gloomy, wears a hoodie, and very dark, or not dark, but more sad and emo. But he's totally different than his normal idol persona.
Right, perfect, pretty.
And of course she's like, how's he able to do this, whatnot? Switch back and forth, and it's a whole. We learn the ins and outs of how switch back and forth, and she bumps to the other idol members by coincidence, or I guess technically they all live in the same complex building, but through shenanigans, everything else.
Because anime.
Yeah, because anime. She bumps into them, and they all have own unique quirks and things like that. And then they how does she support this weird leftover? You meet someone like a celebrity in real life, but it turns out to be different than you see in TV. How do you deal with that? I guess. And it's the anime shenanigans. It's a lot more sillier than the last one. It's more colorful. It's by JC Staff, so
right.
It's easy production. You know what you're in for. And that's why, because I thought it was a nice, easygoing, fun show, because it was very bright. It was funny for the first couple episodes, and I figured, why not let this go?
Let it go is the key word there.
Spoilers. We're almost there.
We're almost there. Which, speaking of which, Miles, why don't you give us your broad strokes about this show? What you like, didn't like?
Well, let's see. I thought it was funny. It did a good for the beginning part. It was trying to hold. I guess a lot of Otagi's like retorts or what I guess comebackers. I don't know how to describe. Like there are a lot of like reactions, I guess.
Oh, that makes more sense to me.
I mean, I'm trying to be more fancy, but maybe I shouldn't be. Her reactions to her.
Oh my goodness, it's the guy I love. He.
But no, he's also kind of gloomy, so she has to deal with his other side personality as well, kind of. But he could literally flip on and off a switch because even he can make a click.
It's like it's a joke, question mark.
Well, yeah. No, for the first couple episodes, and he go back and forth between the two, but he gets tired real fast, so he goes back to his normal gloomy self when he's not on camera, or on stage.
Mm-hmm.
It's I do like for that. She's a very proud
fan,
Tamon-kun fan. Even though it sounds weird because he's right there, but no, it's just more fan. But I guess
she separates the two, which is a thing. Maybe spoilers.
But she's a very devoted fan, I guess, to that.
Well, if you see her room, it's like all his merch and like 10 of everything, like hardcore, like hundreds, if not thousands of dollars of merch.
Yeah, I mean that's why she got the job to start with, right?
Right, to pay for her hobby. Yeah, I would call it a habit myself, but sure, hobby.
And so trying to do various things, and how I guess his manager sees how she deals with him and his gloomy self, let's say, and kind of coaxes him to be more proactive. And he's like, no, yeah, we need you to help him get this all the time because he's a pain.
Be a maid and assistant production manager, maybe
somehow.
Also don't get paid for it.
Anime shenanigans. There are some good parts here and there, but most of the show does feel a little flat. I mean, there are a lot of things that this show goes, which kind of makes the show not that great. A lot of things, unfortunately, when you get past said episodes, they produce certain things that, if you really think about it, are kind of messed up and kind of make you question too much to any of what's going on, let alone most of the setup doesn't really make much sense as we keep going forward and how other ones are. And, it gets muddled too much. Not similar to the Sensei Hero kind of in a way, but instead of being too fast, but it's more just like the writer doesn't know where it's going, and it's a lot of things that could be corrected if we did certain things first and others, and makes more better sense. So as for my review, I give it like a 2 out of, because it is funny at certain moment. I did chuckle here and there at certain parts, but most of the series in general kind of sucks, and you feel like you can't take any of it seriously, or you can't. It brings up to a serious problem that could be a thing, but in a jokingly manner, and that's kind of messed up.
All right. Frank, what did you like or didn't like about this one?
What did I like? I like when she slapped herself.
All right.
You can relate?
No, it's just like she would just tell her, yeah, maybe. Or she was like, what would she say? She would say something like,
Oh, when she starts like daydreaming about him or something?
she would be like, desires, go away, or something like that. I don't know what she would say. But,
Right, yeah, something like that.
I thought that was maybe the one part that made me laugh.
Okay.
What I didn't like, I don't like that world of being obsessed, too much obsessed with someone. The whole idol culture, I kind of don't like how far it goes. I think that it can be a cool thing, having your favorite band and stuff, but it just goes a little too far. Kind of like when the girls were like, if anybody dates him, we're gonna kill him. And then
Yes.
that's I feel like that girl should have been like, I'm not in.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
So, I like the opening a little bit. Reminded me of the Oshinoko opening.
I can see that.
Reminded me a lot of Demon Hunters. Probably the thing that I did not like the most, was the main character. I get his whole gimmick, but it was just too much, and it felt repetitive. Like, oh, I'm sad now. I really don't like myself. I don't like. It was just too apologetic all the time.
Right.
Where I get it. First few episodes, this is how you are, but let me see some progress. And I did not see progress.
I concur, Doctor.
That's what I liked and didn't like.
Alrighty. Do you have a score for this one, Frank?
Score is don't watch.
Don't watch. All right.
So that'll be like a 0, a 1.
It's like a 4.
The 4. Okay. I guess it's up to me now to close our non-spoiler review talk.
Good luck.
I do think the beginning had a little bit potential in its silliness and shenanigans of, oh, what would you do if you met your idol, I guess, or whatever.
Yeah.
Because we don't really have such a thing out here, but it's like, you meet your favorite, I don't know, lead singer of your favorite band or something.
Yeah, celebrity or something like that.
Or celebrity, famous actor or something like that. Basically some equivalent. And now you're their
James
house.
Marsden.
Yeah, if you bumped to James Marsden, yeah. And you had to prep him for Sonic the Hedgehog 4. So sure, it's a silly enough concept for an anime, right? I do think early on it was kind of funny with its humor because he's always gloomy, and the way they show this in anime form is they draw a bunch of mushrooms because he's so dark and gloomy. Where mushrooms, because mushrooms grow in dark, gloomy areas where no sunlight comes in, right?
That's what it was.
Yeah, that's the idea behind all the mushrooms, is because that's how mushrooms grow.
I thought he was high.
Yeah, I wish I was. And then the different ways she would then explode to be like, oh my god, he's so cute, and she would literally explode, and like the blood, it was very cartoonishly, it was like nosebleed time 100, I guess, if you're familiar with that anime trope. So I thought that was funny enough for the beginning episodes, so I'll give it that.
Yeah.
For better for worse, it does paint a realistic picture of what it's like to be a hardcore idol fan in Japan, to have an oshi, your favorite guy, your favorite gal, whoever it may be. Because we jokingly say like our favorite waifus, for instance, on this podcast, but none of us have like 10 figures of, our favorite redheads or tsunderes or fill in the blank, whatever you want. It's not a thing for us.
You're not a real fan.
Yeah, and I guess that's the thing. It's like, I guess I'm not. I'm a fake fan. And if I have to compare the two, I'd rather be a fake fan. But for better or for worse, this is a real thing in Japan.
Yeah.
And so
I didn't think it was kind of like for lack of a better way to say it, sickening, where she's only working to support him.
Yeah, basically. So yeah, I'm not a fan of that either, but it does paint a picture for those who are not familiar with this culture. It does paint an accurate depiction of what these people look like, for better or for worse. I'm not saying it's good. The animation early on, it seemed like JC Staff was trying a little bit harder than in some of their productions. In particular, I think the scene when she comes like running out of his room, it's like the lighting's all serious and twilight hour, and the lighting's hitting her just the right way, and she's like, "Oh no!" and she's running down the streets of Tokyo or whatever. And it's just like, oh wow, okay, we're swinging for the fences right now, and so I did take notice of that, which poor One Punch Man fans are probably
they're punching into this.
Yeah, they're cursing like, why didn't we get this in our anime production? But the early episodes, it became a little bit more safer. But speaking about animation, the other thing that happened more early on in this show than the later episodes, but because it's an idol group, you do see the idols do their idol singing and dancing. And they do switch to 3D CG models.
Yeah.
They were okay by most anime production standards.
But to the race standards.
But yeah, well, that's the thing. If you're used to like Pixar 3D animation thingamabobs, fill in the blank, Western style 3D animation, it's a little subpar still for sure. But for anime, it was okay, I will say. But as a snob of when it comes to animation, music, and this and that, switching to 3D is a lazy, cheap cop-out, which I was not surprised, but still disappointed. Negative things, without getting into the spoiler details about them. The way it reveals, like, the other band members is weird.
Yep.
The pacing of that, because it seems like early on we're just going to focus on Tamon and his situation, but then slowly but surely all of a sudden the members showed up to the plot. But I'm just kind of like, why and why now? A little bit, maybe more in the spoilers. We'll talk about that if we dare bother. The whole romantic thing, I was wondering, is this show gonna be like, we're gonna fall in love right now and we're gonna taboo about our secret romance, blah blah blah? Or is it going to be tune in for 50 episodes to find out if we will hold hands or not?
Yeah.
And yeah, so I didn't like that. I wanted a yes or no early on.
Yeah.
And I didn't like the waiting, so you got that early on. The humor, so I think Frank already mentioned, got a little old early on. He's gloomy again, and she's going to explode because he does pretty boy face again. Oh, ha ha ha.
Yeah.
By episode 4, it's like, all right, well, what else you got for me? And the show says, that's all I got. And I went, check, please. Check.
Yeah.
So that was disappointing. And I think the one thing that Miles, I assume, was hinting at, I think it's the end of episode 6.
Mm-hmm.
They reveal something about Tamon-kun's behavior, because you assume he's a certain type of way up until this very moment. And then once that scene plays out, I could never look at that character any other way than the way he presented his real self.
Yeah.
And he's a really, really, really big and so yes, with that all in mind, if I was to grade it, this is a 1 out of 5 for me. Usually I don't normally give things a 1 out of 5. Usually things get a 2 out of 5. But its ending and its relationship I found not good.
Yeah.
In multiple regards of entertainment, in healthy living relationship status.
Yep.
I got a lot of things about it that we'll talk about now here in Spoiler Town. So welcome to Spoilers.
Spoiler Town USA.
Spoiler Town USA. Come on by and talk about why Tamon is a jackass. He's not a good person. Not a good person at all. But let's go back to Frank first. Frank. Or no, Miles went first. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like wait.
Let's really beat up. Miles is going to be too kind to his own show. Let's give it to someone who does it. We'll hold back. But fine. Let's be fair. Miles, it's your show. Here's the baseball bat. Go to town.
Go at it. Let's start from the outside in. Let's go to the other characters, for whatever you want to call these guys. We have because there's 5 in the group. The 5th one's unknown. We don't know about him at all.
I cracked up about.
I thought that we were gonna get there because we're here at this point.
Not even a joke about it.
And I mean that's a whole damn. I'm looking.
I was so like, wait, when's this guy come into the picture?
Buff guy?
Yeah, the big buff guy. He doesn't. He doesn't show up in any scene. Not at all. And the scenes he's in is always like where they're on their stage personas, and that's it. But like, there's not. Suppose they all live in the apartment, which, by the way, I don't know how she never bumped into them until like episode 6. That seems weird. Like, I don't know. Like, it just seems so late to do that. But yeah, and
they
then
all have different hours. He said.
Yeah, apparently, despite they're in the same band together. Like, that makes sense. Okay.
We rehearse different times.
Yeah, we get to. They put us all in posts together.
Well, it is the introduction of all the other characters in this mess. it doesn't really make much sense if you think about it logically.
What's the point to them?
What's the point to them? You have to obviously you have to just rival. Yeah, what you're gonna call the blue guy? No,
what's his name? Like Ori?
Yeah, Ori, the man who gaslit himself into liking her for some reason.
That whole third love angle, triangle, third chair, whatever, third wheel.
But I feel like
it was so forced. I thought Luke Skywalker was going to show up.
Yeah, it is. It was interesting to take how that worked out.
If I can have you, no one can.
And I feel like
Why?
I think he convinced himself about this or somehow.
Is he into Maze? Did we miss that scene?
And that's so there's that mess. Finally enough, the third one, the Natsuki, the yellow
older one,
is probably the best of all.
The blonde hair kid.
Yeah, he's probably the best.
That's the best story.
That's the best story by far because it's a realistic. Yeah, I would start doing that too if that happened. Yeah,
It's hard living up on the streets of Osaka.
Yeah. There's that too. I was I know that story. I know that forever.
Tontonbori is a tough place in Osaka.
And then you got the boss man character, which in context is.
The older guy?
Yeah, which makes sense.
It's fine.
Older.
He's the older brother. He's got a lot of siblings. He's used to being the one in charge.
So, I'll be honest.
It makes sense.
I don't have a problem with him whatsoever.
Yeah, he's fine. He breaks even.
But the way how they introduce the characters, the pacing of it all doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I just don't know why it wasn't like one episode, here's another guy, and one episode, here's another guy. It happened like all of a sudden. You meet the third guy like maybe episode 4 or something, maybe 3, but then you don't meet the other guy for like 3 more episodes later.
Yeah.
I just thought the pacing was so weird if this is just going to become like Discounted Fruits Basket.
Well, there's a little of that too. Or they try it.
I'm here to fix all your problems.
But it's a better show. So the characters all over the place. Unfortunately, you kind of have to know the idol fan culture to understand this is normal.
Yeah, it's kind of jarring if you're not used to this.
And as someone who I know I said before, like idol things, love live things like that, right? But no, they know actually it's all make believe. It's not real, right? Mm-hmm. This 100% is real life happening right now. This actually is normal for idol culture in general. Both female idols and male idols, is the same thing happens.
I guess it's the most, and I thought about this too, because like, what's the closest Western comparison? Because I guess you could say celebrities or musicians of the sort, but I feel like the more people find relate to these days is just like your favorite like streamer or YouTuber.
Probably
because Patreon's a thing, right, where people cap out money and this and that, and sometimes they start feeling and thinking certain things about these people.
Or like VTubers.
VTubers, that also works as well. But yeah, it's like really supporting them and giving out the big dollar tiers on Patreon or level tier on Twitch or whatever,
super chats and
super chats things, and just flat out donations. Use the PayPal button, right?
Yeah.
And then you stumble upon them and now you're the maid. I guess it's like the equivalent for Westerners. It's like I get it, but also I just don't. I don't have like 10 posters of the same YouTuber or VTuber or whoever.
It's hard to grasp because it's like we all watch much good media stuff, right? We have a lot of different favorite characters. We're not stuck to one. This other than Tifa.
There's also that
other than Tifa. Anyway,
well, I mean,
but I say in Japan, it's normal for you to go all in. And so if you don't know that, this could be really jarring.
Yeah.
As you watch, like what it like. This is not.
Normal.
This is not healthy. There's so many.
You don't have to force yourself if you don't.
Well, because I want.
Poor Miles, he's going through the motions here. I don't know what happened. I just don't know.
Well, because
he was the chosen one.
I thought because it's JC's staff show, and I never
safe comfy blanket.
A safe comfy blanket. I didn't know we were gonna dive really deep. I thought we might touch a little bit, right? But I thought we know. Oh no, he's a gloomy guy, whatever, right? But he slowly moves out of the shell. Right, and we kind of deal with the ins and outs of that, kind of going back and forth, kind of like. But there's growth happening here. This show flat out,
it doesn't move.
It doesn't move.
Nope.
If anything, it makes you more, as you said,
he regresses.
He regresses even further in, which I didn't know that was possible.
Not in a healthy way.
Not in a healthy way. And the show kind of says, "Yeah, that happened," and just moves on.
And there's no like message or moral thing to take away from it.
The only thing is like at least like. Let's say the last episode that like said, well, he was fevering, that kind of
that's what I definitely didn't like about that.
Yeah, but I'm
trying
saying
to wash its hands from that scene.
But that's just the thing. Unfortunately, when you introduce that element in,
That's all you see. Or that's all I saw.
That's like a big giant stain on the whole thing. So like anything.
There's no the wholesomeness is gone.
I was surprised that she didn't even like. She was freaking out for a second, but she's like, no, she supported it. Like, no, and that's just really. Like,
that's even the more. That's it's a whole thing.
But it's hard because it's
kind of terrifying. The more it's like, is this a horror?
Well, and that's the thing. Fortunately, when you bring that element, if you bring it too realistic, then people
get perfect blue.
Yeah, well, there's that. So it's kind of hard when we get that point to really give the show any sense other than the little story we got with the yellow guy and
the yellow guy.
Natsuki.
Yeah, I don't even remember his name. Yellow guy.
But that other
that's
than
the
that,
best part.
And everything else beyond that, between the blue guy gaslighting himself, Tamon-kun being Tamon-kun in the worst way possible, and I don't think they were trying to say, but Tagi's look like she's like,
boys will be boys.
That's not the whole thing whatsoever.
Maybe I'm just a foreigner, but I don't like you.
So yeah, no, that's because I know that we'll talk more about probably eventually online about other things, but no, that's for me, right? I guess.
Alrighty, Frank.
Yes.
How do you feel about the show? What's the spoilers you want to get off your chest?
Want to?
You must, Frank, for the podcast.
Well, let's see. I did mention how I got tired of him always being gloomy and her always coming to his rescue. Feel better. You got it. You're great. And then he feels appreciative of that, and that's why he likes her. But I also got tired of her always being surprised by the stuff he does and always kind of like denying it, where it's like, oh no, I have to stay a fan and stuff like. And then it was it plateaued quickly. Spoiler, after like episode 4, I kind of started skipping. So whatever happened, I must have skipped it.
Okay, well, I'll explain the scene for those who don't mind spoilers in a minute.
So that's because I'm like, what happened? That's why I said spoil it. That's fine.
Soon, Frank. Soon.
But spoilers me for Frank.
Yeah, because
it's the part Frank jumps into the timestamp.
Every scene that I kept saying, it comes like, oh, I've seen this again. I kind of fast forward.
Right.
And then I saw a different character. I stopped him like, let's see what they're saying. And
that's the way to watch the show.
So when I ran into the yellow guy, I'm like, oh, new character. Let's see
what's his story. What's his
that's ultimately why I gave it a 4, because I did enjoy that part of his backstory and that.
To be unanimous?
It felt like they want a season 2.
It doesn't seem like we're gonna get one. Also,
it didn't feel like there was okay, we're gonna get together. Okay, you run into the sunset.
Yes, something.
It was more like, all right, I'll stick around.
Yeah.
So that's all I want to say.
That's all I want to say. All right, I guess we'll jump into the big thing that we've been a little bit talking around, just for people.
Elephant in the room.
The elephant in the room, let's say. What I remember in particular, the scene I'm talking about, or the setup I remember, I don't just remember the payoff. I can't remember the setup. Is basically they're having some kind of argument or disagreement. Maybe it's not like really loud or verbal, but at some point, he goes to her like, "Well, it doesn't matter what I say or what I do. You're going to forgive me because I'm hot."
Oh yeah, that's where it started.
Yeah, and it's just like, no matter what I do, if I act gloomy, if I act nice, no matter what I do, if I clean up, if I be a slob, you're going to forgive me anyway because you're my fan and you love me. And basically, he's aware of that. It's a one-sided relationship in that regard, and he has no problem of abusing that relationship. And that's the part when like, oh, this guy, because he's not so, he's supposed to be like innocent. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just so shy and nervous. I don't know how to act with people. But it's like, oh no, he knows what he's doing. He's putting on an act for her, and he's trying to, he's playing like a wolf in sheep's clothing, basically.
Yeah.
And that's when I went like, whoa, because now it's no longer cute and sweet and innocent, and he knows how it affects her and has no problem of abusing her and getting what he wants out of her.
Yeah.
That's what I remember. But then the next episode's like, oh, I was really exhausted, or I was sick. I didn't mean to say those things. I just kind of said that because, I don't know, I was tired, and I'm like, no. You drank too much, and your honesty came out. To me, in my opinion, that's how I interpret that scene.
Yeah.
Is you had a couple too many, and all of a sudden you couldn't hide your poker face anymore. And that's all I saw him the rest of the series, is he's just an abusive who just takes the advantage of this poor girl because she knows she has a crush on him, both as a fan and as maybe a potential love interest. and he can do whatever the he wants, whenever the hell he wants, and make her come beckoning and run and call for his convenience because he knows she will.
Yeah.
And you see that through the rest of the series. That's literally what she does and is the ending of the series.
Yeah.
So she learns absolutely nothing. And he doesn't learn or care. They try to play it off like, oh, I have changed my ways, but like, I don't believe it for one damn second. This guy has changed for the better or this or this or that. He's just and like I said, has no problem abusing and taking things for his own pleasure and wants or needs and puts on this whole act just to keep his hands clean.
You know, and it's weird that the latter scene, I guess the end, whatever, when the other problematic scene at I think the end of episode 12 when
what happens?
He had a fever and they started thinking she's there and like, there's a bunch of
that got disturbing as
what I'm saying. So
that's yes, I forgot about that. Jesus, my brain deleted that.
No, well because I thought okay maybe one episode
right.
Once was it fine,
but no, it's his character.
No, and then
he's just a real
and I think
Looney Tune.
In my head, I thought the show be okay if we don't go back to that again.
But they went back
to it. Like, okay.
Yuck. Not a good person. Don't be like this kid. The whole point, it seems like the end is like, she's finally like, I got to stop. He can't control himself. I can't control myself. Then I will just pull the plug on this whole relationship. Goes crawling right back to him at the end. It's like bad. Like he's just, because you see, like, you know, like if this show goes on for like one more episode, it's like, they found her body in the apartment building. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's scary. It's scary.
I thought it was going to be like, okay, I quit, but if you want me back, I can be back, but not as a mate.
Something. Someone learned something from this whole experience. Nope. Play it off for last and let's do it all over again. Let's run it back. Guys. Yeah. Absolutely. No. Some things...
You can't joke around with certain things.
Certain things. And I tend to joke a lot about like more sensitive subject matters. This is not one I joke about.
You know which one might be worse?
Who's the biggest offender?
Frank's like, I figured it out.
Let's send him to be a hero.
The guy from Yakuza Fiancé. I don't think you guys
are. I seen the first few episodes. He's pretty bad.
I think that one.
He's also up there. They're all fighting for the podium spot. But yeah, I think that's a good nomination, Frank. That is a good nomination now that you mention it. All right, gentlemen, any final thoughts on this one? Are we ready to bury this one?
I've been burying it for a while now, and I feel bad because I thought surely the Android show from last season can't that's where
Speaking about yanderes.
I got nope. I found a way to find a worse one.
I would argue, yeah. At least the Android one became so bad it was kind of funny after a while because it's like, what's happening now? It was unbelievable what was happening on that. Here it was just, I just want to stop. I just want to get off this ride. So that's it for Miles' pick this season. So that remains our final and maybe our best. Wink, blink, wink, wink.
Well, I'm not saying.
I'm not crowning anyone the king. Oh, excuse me as I put on my crown here.
Let me turn the lights on.
Excuse me, royal subjects, please. Be like the Majesty from Sentenced to be Hero. The last anime for today's episode is You and I Are Polar Opposites, my own very pick this season, which, like I said, I might have maybe got lucky / cheated because I read some of the manga before the anime came out. Pure coincidence. I'll have you know.
I didn't put I didn't bet on this horse, but I just say 200 on that.
I might have just owned the track, and I might have trained the horse myself. But instead of that, I had nothing to do with this at all.
It's a front runner, and it has a lot of skill. It goes fast.
And Professor of the Curve. Here we go. Enough Uma Musume talk. Let's talk about You and I Are Polar Opposites. So this story starts off in little Japan.
That's right.
Most likely Tokyo-ish area. I think so. And is even in high school. Whoa, checking all the boxes, all the cliches. But wait, before you turn off this episode review, preview, and all that jazz. That's about the similarities where it ends. Our main protagonist is a girl named Miyu Suzuki.
Yeah, Suzuki.
And she is a Garu type character who's a very like bubbly, uptight personality type. For those who are not familiar with the Garu scene, cares about her looks and this and that. Very popular in school, gets along with everyone, does okay grade wise, not a complete idiot, but is also not her strong suit, let's say.
Yeah.
And it just so happens she has a pretty strong crush on the boy next to her named Yusuke Tani. who is quite the opposite of her. Get it? Because he's a much more reserved lad who keeps to himself, cares about his studies, doesn't say much, doesn't seem to have many friends, it seems like. But the thing he has got going for him, that one of the reasons why she's crushing on him, is he's not afraid to speak his mind and can be a little bit more blunt with responses, and she finds that quite attractive. Because herself, as I mentioned, she has a lot of friends, but deep down sometimes she knows she should maybe study a little bit more, but her friends just like, nah, let's just goof off, and she's like, okay, I guess. She'll give in to the masses a little bit, right? And she doesn't stand up for herself as much as she would like to, perchance, right? So that's why she gets attracted to this guy, because it's got the qualities that she doesn't have. And unlike most comedy romance anime series, it does not take 50 episodes to maybe hold hands or find out if anyone has a romantic interest or figure out the misunderstanding that happened in episode 3. Because after some pop and circumstances, basically by the end of episode 1, these two end up confessing to each other and end up dating as boyfriend, girlfriend.
In one episode.
Which not very common.
Where's Toad? You record.
Yeah, pretty much. Definitely gotta go fast. Sonic approved here. And so, with that all done and dusted, the series then becomes more focused on what it actually is to be in a relationship and how to have understandings of another person that you don't know a lot about, but you're just crushing on them. And now that you said, I do like you, me too, let's go out. Okay. What does that mean? Because usually that's the end of an anime series. Roll credits and see you next time.
We move on to this. We look at each other.
You'll get an epilogue and be like, we're married and here's our kid. Right? And that's how that goes.
And the story continues.
Yeah, and then just skip everything in between, which is a lot, I would argue, in a romantic relationship. So you get to see, like I said, the details of all that. But along with that, you see the rest of the supporting cast in this series. And it does have a very wide selection of supporting cast. Who may or may not be falling in love, perhaps with their other classmates. And yeah, that is the main focus of the series. It is very much a down-to-earth, almost slice-of-life-like quality of adolescence, growing up, and what it's like to fall in love with someone, and what it truly means to fall in love, and understanding of caring about someone and their personalities and their quirks, and fully understanding that person, and then coming to accept that person and loving that person. So yes, that is the core concept of this show. Non-spoiler review talk. Let's see, what do I got here in my notes?
As if Paris is bat, ready to hit a thing or hit a home run right now.
Yeah, I'm looking for my baseball bat real quick. Otani?
Go. Here you go, sir. I probably just tonight.
Just perhaps. I do like that, as I already teased about, that the main protagonist, Miyu, she is, like I said, she's a very upbeat person overall. She cares about fashion, but also she's like aware of the social norms. And there's a little sometimes hesitation from her, because sometimes they always tend to play these characters like very one-notish, like I'm oblivious to it all. And I'm a happy-go-lucky, which those characters do also exist in this world. It's just not the main character. So I do like there's a little bit more depth to her overall. Like I said, the fact these two admit they like each other in episode 1, just don't see it. Don't see it often enough in anime. And so very, very, very refreshing. Like a nice, cool glass of lemonade on a hot summer's day.
Wait, we're not... Do you just like 256
yeah,
chapters?
I know. We're not. We're just doing it right now. The colorful cast of characters, supporting cast, you get a little bit of everyone, personality. Some are a little bit more ginky, happy, and dumb. Some doing or saying anything weighs a little bit more on them. Some are just a little more the glass is half empty than full, if you will, kind of personalities. Maybe I relate to some of those characters. So I do think they have a good variety of characters, and they do have enough time to develop those characters, and so you feel something towards them. And they just feel very natural. They don't seem anime characters that can't be real in the real world, right? So like I said, grounded in reality, sign me up. That's I do like my hyperbole, my over-the-top anime, but also I like premises like this. So there's that. The opening ending, also very good. The ending in particular really
Fun.
Really like that ending a lot. It does the Full Metal Alchemist trick, and damn it, I hate it.
Every single time.
It works
Every
so good when they
single-
always cue in the music in time with the last little beats of the episode, and they cut to the damn song. Oh, it's so effective on me. So, all right, fair enough.
Be careful. You're...
I know. I'm blushing already. And then the last thing of note, so without getting the spoiler talk, is the audio track on both Japanese and English are both very good dubs. You can't go wrong with either one. I think the show is so grounded also in the English dub that I think in a weird way, if you're more of a like purist, like, I don't know, comedy romance person, but not like an anime person.
Yeah.
I think this is a good show to get your foot in the door of anime. So in that regard, and I think the English dub does a very good job of making it feel like it's just a show, and I guess it comes from Japan.
Yeah.
Because they Americanize it a little bit, but in a good way.
Yeah.
I guess some people, they say, America, what did they censorship my and like no, they made it for a mass audience.
Well, I need to contextualize a couple things because some things kind of could flew over your head if you know how.
You would just have to know certain things
and portray. It helps portray the characters more in American or in an English context than Japanese.
And because at the end of the day, this characters, them being Japanese, isn't really important.
Yeah.
What's important is their adolescents, the young teenagers who are trying to figure out what love is. And that's just something that, goes beyond language, I feel like.
Yeah.
And so I don't think you'd lose anything in translation, let's say. Score-wise, for me, this is absolute home run.
Home run. It's like a double home run.
It's been a minute since the last time I felt this good, in particular about like a romance series in particular, was another anime series called Tsuki ga Kire. That I did a review over on YouTube. If you're curious, Sourdough Shonen, look it up. The link down below in the description of the podcast. I really, really like that show. And the big reason why I like that show, because it felt like it was two young people who were just trying to figure out what love is and being a romance relationship. And it didn't have all the anime shenanigans. It was down to earth. And I could relate to these characters and their situation. And I get the same exact feelings and vibes in this show. And that's why, for me, this is a 5 out of 5.
6 out of 5.
I struggle to think of anything negative. Maybe we'll come up with something in
you will help me.
If you don't like teenage romances, I guess that's about it, because that's all the show is. But yeah, this is a great show. So 5 out of 5 for me. But let's go to Frank. Let's go opposite.
Oh,
right. Let's go to Frank. Keep on his toes. Frank, what do you
I'll
think?
tell you the bad things.
Tell me the bad things about this show, Frank, so I can throw you out of this room myself.
Give me the honor.
So what's the question?
What's your non-spoiler review on this, Frank? What'd you like? What you didn't like?
It's a good show. I keep thinking about all three shows that we've had today, and they're all good examples of execution. I think, because if you explain the story of all three, I feel like they all have potential. But this is the one that did it the most well. I love the opening. That's why I asked you before this. How many have we done? And I think this is probably my favorite opening of the year. So
it's
far.
up there.
Right next City probably last year.
Not a fan of the city.
No, I was.
Oh, you're just ranking them?
Yeah,
not even close.
I mean, it's a good one, but
it's good, but not that good.
It's gonna be hard to beat this one, I would say.
I would say the same as well.
The ending, forgettable for me. I guess
Oh wow.
Did the transition?
I'll have to listen to it to me.
And then they cut sweep into it.
Also like the city's ending too. Kind of.
Oh yeah, they do a little bit.
It's okay.
That's all right.
Okay.
All right, I'll take the opening.
As we use Senai though, he's leaving it there. Like,
I have to say, whoever made this anime, I would bet that they are Persona fans.
I can see that, I think.
Because every time they had a scene, like a one-on-one moment, like I could hear that like Persona 3, Persona 4 music playing.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
And I'm like, damn, they must have played that game. And
Damn.
they're like, let's put something like this.
Give me something similar without the copyright strike.
That graphic.
Yeah, right.
Social link up.
Yeah.
So I kept thinking about that it's a lot like Persona. And what this show reminds me a lot of is Tomo-chan's a girl. This is what it reminds me a lot of.
That is also a very good show.
Bad things now, which is not much, but I did get tired of the
I got tired of you.
the Tani. I got tired of Tani.
Yeah, he's a little bit. He's probably the weakest one, if I have to say someone.
Similar to, I mean, what we were talking about earlier, that the guy kept getting gloomy.
Mm-hmm.
I had the same vibes, like, oh, I'm not good enough for my girlfriend, and which she just kept showing him that she liked him the way he was, and he just kept doubting it, which bugged me a little.
He does change, but it's a lot slower. That's for sure.
That's the one part that I was not a fan
alright.
of.
I can see it.
I remember this.
I did enjoy a lot of the whole learning about the different cast. That was probably my favorite part because early on it's about the main characters, cool, and then they spread the love, and I'm like, okay, thank God.
Right? Yeah. They help a lot.
And then just that's pretty much it. Other than it doesn't really have an ending.
Yeah, there's season 2 is coming. They did at least say that. So that's something. I'm pretty sure, unless I made it
I saw that.
I might have just dreamt it. I won't lie. I won't lie to you, gentlemen. I might have just dreamt that up. Won't lie.
Like I willed it to existence.
They will.
No, I think I saw that they put.
Okay, good. I'm not losing it just yet.
Yeah. Those two things. Just I mean, if you based it off of just one season, no true conclusion.
Yeah, that's true at the moment. Yeah.
And then the main character can get a little like, oh, this again.
Yeah, he just come on learn.
But other than that, everything was good. I do want to see a conclusion or more of a romance between the like gray hair girl and the guy that keeps
the
Ray of the group.
The guy that keeps like thinking too much.
Azuma and Tyra?
Taida?
I don't remember names.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's
I know who he's I know the Ray of the group. The Ray of the group.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So Ray. It's so Ray over here.
How can these be so happy? It makes me sick.
Gonna go like, I know that guy. I know
He's
that
just
guy.
like me.
And that's why he chose the show. I got it.
A little bit.
So yeah, that's
Score? Do you have a score for us, Frank?
I would say this is a watch.
A watch. All right.
A watch.
All right. I'll take it.
Unless you're not into romance, but
Yeah, what you're a monster. Alrighty, Miles. You're the last one up to bat, sir.
All right. Not gonna lie, I watched this show after watching Tamon-kun, so that way I have a nice, refreshing, good
palate cleanser, perhaps.
Yeah, because
wash away your dirty hands.
Frank's show was good. My show, I just wanted it to go away. But everything yours, I didn't want to watch it so quickly because it was too good.
I binge watched that show.
Cause man, boy, oh boy, like you said, it's been a hot minute since someone actually thought out. Well, would someone react to this idea and ask their friends, hey, we're kind of doing this, but should I take it saying like, you're thinking too much, man? No,
right.
You're reading it too much the wrong way.
They don't linger on it, which I guess more into spoilers.
But and the fact, like you said, we just quick connect real fast so that we already because it reminds me kind of like Love Plus in a way. And because after then the real
it's like the worst part of the game though.
Well, okay,
but I kind of know what you're going for.
The idea. Yeah. No, we don't have to go any further than that.
Please, Izzy, beg, please. I regret opening this Pandora's box as I try to force to close it back.
All right,
tell me more about your experience about Love Plus, Miles.
Let us not go into that, Ray. Anyway,
how long did you have your DS on?
Let's move on, Ray.
But anywho, I don't even know what that is, but
don't look it up. Don't Google it, kids.
Okay.
But boy, I do like that. Everyone's just awesome, And
everyone is awesome.
Oh yeah, there's also that. But I mean, in fact, the author is a good way of balancing characters with the other characters, like her group of friends she has in class, or her group of friends outside, and you see how certain characters she would, especially with Suzuki, when she kind of she would say, oh, I need to do the popular thing. She's like, but she's not about, but. Should I have to do that? Or she kind of she thinks about which, like you said, most characters, most of those kind of
they're just too dumb. They're Goku, right? They're too dumb to think about what it means or your options. Just go by instinct, let's say.
And she kind of just she does go by instinct sometimes, but she thinks about her actions.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
And with Tani's a little, but I think other than being like Tamon-kun is or more gloomy, whatever. I think he's just more reserved and kind of he just doesn't sure exactly how to feel.
It's just it takes a long time for everyone processes things differently, right?
And I feel like it's not like he's boring. It's just that it's just like he's not sure exactly how to feel. It's his first.
Well, it's his first time, and I guess he doesn't watch enough romance anime or something.
But he's slowly over time he does
get there
better. And he makes friends as a whole, he gets along with the rest of his classmates, things like that. So he slowly gets there, you know. But it like we mentioned before, he's a little slower than the others, but in a good way.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing is I think there is enough characters here, and they all act differently that there's someone who you can relate to on a personal level.
You know, like the other ship we got was Yamada.
Hanging out with the kids, the youths.
Yeah. Yamada and Nishi, which they're the same kind of dynamic, but totally kind of
right.
like
The polar opposite theory.
But they're it's a different take than just
it's not just a copy and paste, but obviously there's similarities to keep the theme of the show, I guess.
Yeah, but I do like it's different.
Mm.
And it explores both sides, and that's what I like the most is that okay, I'm gonna probably go this story, but no, there's a good balance of everything here.
Mm-hmm.
Like so
checks all the boxes.
The opening and ending are both pretty good, and I would give the show like 11 out of 10.
11 out of 10. There you go.
Because I listen to Japanese and listen to English,
and I just wired you the money miles. There you go.
But it is hard. But it's such a like refreshing thing because we're tired of the same old like say Komi-san, which we're like 500 chapters and no one got in.
Speaking about shows I can't stand.
But like it's nice for us like here's this. We're moving on from that.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna talk about.
We're actually gonna dive into it
and talk about life after that.
I like you. Me too. So.
I said and we're barely like even covering like almost the end. Not even at the end of the year yet, but we got so much content or. We went through it a lot.
There's more to go.
But, it's just like it shows you, it's like, where's the rest of it? Or where's more,
Yeah, where's season 2? And I want it now.
Because it's just like, I just like you said, you want binge watch, you want to slow bit by bit because, like, you want to just keep going.
All right, I think we're finally then. I think we're finally now in the spoiler town. So in case you haven't, this is your final warning for you and I are polar opposites. But the quick thing, it's a good show. You should watch it. Okay, now you can leave. All right, for everyone else who's ready to talk about you and I polar opposites, let's see. Where do I tackle the brilliance of the show? It's so good. It's just so good.
Well, after that dumpster fire.
I know, right? Yeah, I know. All right. Oh, right. So that was the thing is the way I ended up watching our shows this time around in order season. So I watched Miles's first because
get the pain out of the way.
Usually I like to when we do our anime seasons, I like to think of it going up a hill.
This time
I'm hiking up the hill.
I understand.
And so I did that. Painful, absolutely painful. But then I had to watch Frank's Sins to Be Hero, which was like, oh, okay, a little bit nicer, a little bit smoother, no more climbing uphill. But then there was a couple I tripped on a stick or two in the forest and this and there. And then there was a surprise hill at the end.
Then someone put an acceleration button and hold on to the button. And then they built like a brick on top of the acceleration button.
And then there was a big grizzly bear and then it chased me for a little bit. So then I had to run around and go really, really fast to avoid him. But eventually that show came to an end. I was like, okay, that wasn't as bad as the first mountain. Okay. And then I came up to the resort that is you and I polar opposites. So smooth. Binge watch it. Didn't realize like, oh, that was 4 episodes. Ooh, blew through. So good, so comfortable.
And here's the question:
so relaxing.
Did you skip the opening every time, or watch?
Oh, I played. Played that opening ending every time.
Ray will like a show.
And that's I usually don't skip openings, and I didn't skip the ending in this one. Pretty rare for me. Really like that ending. And like I said, it does the transition and gets to the thing and the happy-go-lucky and the little jump at the end and all the excitement. And you're like, oh, boy, you're ready for the next episode. And like, you sure am. So just yum, yum, yum. Ate it all up. So, yes, like I said, I'm glad I watched it the order I did this season for us here on the podcast. I mentioned already, it's so refreshing. It didn't take us 50 episodes of do they, don't they? And related to that, so a big thing in all these kinds of types of shows, a big plot point is always the classic misunderstanding.
Yeah.
Somehow the guy interest will then bumble into another female girl, and then they'll be holding hands, or he'll pick up because she's about to trip. And of course, the real romantic interest opens the door, and it's this whole awkward situation, and that'll be on for like 7 episodes.
What does he mean by that?
Yeah, what happened? Why was he holding her like that? I can't believe him. He would do this to me. I thought he loved me, despite he never said he loved me. But I thought maybe we did. But in this show, there is kind of times like that, maybe not so over the top.
Yeah.
But times where characters have that self-doubt, like there's Watani, for instance, because he's not very good with dealing with people. He's a little socially awkward, let's say.
Yeah.
And Miyu was trying to hook up the other couple, I think, right?
Yeah.
And so he was misunderstanding that as like, oh wait, maybe she's not interested in me or anymore, or something like that.
Yeah.
But it's just this quick moment, and he talks to like, I think the me equivalent, I think, and he kind of like bluntly says it, maybe not in the most best way, which also maybe like me, but in a weird way, kind of helped him settle his thoughts down a little bit.
Yeah.
And then really in reflection realized like, oh, I just overthought that. There's nothing there. There was no hesitation of like, maybe she's losing interest in me, or maybe she's going to cheat on me, or this or that. It's just it was my insecurities that came up for a second, because I'm young and dumb. I've never done this before. And I processed it. It went through it. And I didn't linger for 10 episodes dealing with this problem. So yeah, I once again, it's so simple. Oh, but it's so nice. So nice to not go through the same pop and circumstance every single time.
4 or 5 episodes.
And like I said, when I was younger, I enjoyed it. I liked those shows. But as an old man, oh man, does it get old really fast these days.
Some things don't change apparently around here.
Yeah. And so yeah, a lot of change happening in this show, and change that I really, really liked. And as I mentioned before, all these characters, there's some aspect to them I can relate to, even with characters maybe I wouldn't say is like me.
Yeah.
At least some aspect of them I understand. I can at least understand, let's put it that way.
Yeah.
And yeah, just everyone adds something to the party, with like Yamada, the guy who's another Genki kind of personality.
Yeah.
Very positive, outlooking, but unlike Miyu, doesn't really think about the like inner context and meaning of things. He just goes with his heart in his sleeve and goes by his instinct, let's say. But he's also a nice guy, so he's just I don't know, a nice himbo, maybe, I guess. I don't know how else to explain.
Well, yeah, I think he's a little smarter than that, but I think he's
Not
more.
much. He's cheating off Miyu all the time.
Well, he's like more
He's easygoing. He's just an easygoing, lovable idiot, I guess, for black.
Yeah.
He's a Goku kind of type character, let's say.
Yeah.
But he, there's obviously he grows more than Goku, let's say, right? He knows what happens when he gets, Well, he does it towards the end of Dragon Ball. In Dragon Ball, he gets so tall. Remember, he fights Piccolo Junior. But like him, I think it's fun. And then with the shy Nishi, they work well off each other. And it's just one of those things. Maybe I don't know. Maybe you guys could relate or throw your 2 cents in here. But I remember thinking early on with like, when it comes to finding a romantic interest in a partner and this and this and that.
Yeah.
I always thought like, why would I want someone who's the polar opposite of me? Like, that's weird. That's like the last thing I want. But I feel as I gotten older, I definitely could see the appeal of such a thing, because in a weird way, by dating someone or meeting someone, however you want to phrase it, that has different qualities than you, I feel like then you kind of balance each other out, right? And it's just one of those things like, maybe there's something to this thought and notion that, I really appreciate and they really highlight in this series. And then we already teased already, but if I have to pick my favorite couple or potential couple with these two, because the other two are definitely pretty much a lock-in at this point, season 1. The other one's still up in the air, but probably, because that's how these things go. But with the Taira and Azuma, the more pessimistic characters, especially early on, with her like her bad.
Those were the good moments, bro. Those are good. Those good moments. Like it's like, why do you treat yourself like argument with her about like, she's like, it's like, why, their love doesn't make anything. It's like, why do you treat yourself like that? And he just goes off on her.
Yes.
And then she does the kind of same thing to him. It's like, it's like, this is it, isn't it?
Yes, they have no problem ripping into each other because they have that kind of connection, because they went to the same middle school together. So they have a little bit of history, but, not a ton, but enough then versus the other friend group. And that was the other thing I do like about it is, so like those characters I like a lot. But also in a weird way, they even like talk about, we're like a big friend group, but also in that friend group, you kind of know there's also like mini groups inside that friend group.
Yeah.
Because they went during like the field trip, like, because the Azuma character, she's like, well, we're in set of groups of 3, and I know Miyu's always going to pick the short hair girl and the really other like bubbly, doesn't think about it girl, blonde hair girl.
Yeah.
And they're always a clique, right? So there's no room for me to join her group, so I have to come up and I'll make it my own group, I guess, out of our other friends or someone else in the class. But of course, the teacher's like, I don't give a That was also kind of funny. She's like, I don't care. Whatever. If you guys don't complain, or that's fine with me.
That sounds like me now. These days.
Which also, hey, just like me.
And they're like, whatever.
I can relate to everyone in this classroom.
Yeah, just do what you want.
Yeah, whatever. You're not gonna make a big scene, get in a fight, get into trouble. Sure, sounds great to me. No problem.
like for like
Like, wait, what? Is that normal? Okay. But also, yeah, probably.
Or should you be supervised teacher? No. Okay.
These kids, they're old enough. They're almost adults. They gotta fly right apparently. So yeah, stuff like that. Really liked a lot. Those characters I liked a lot. For once in one of these animes, who would have thunk? Parents are a thing. They exist. They're not dead. They're not living in America. They are alive and well. There's even a grandma. She's alive and well too. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. In one of my Japanese animes, definitely not like Otakon's Japanese animes.
No.
Definitely not. So yeah, once again, this show is just like I said, a nice cold icy glass of freshly nice lemonade on a hot 110-degree day in Southern California. Oh, does it hit the spot? So refreshing, and I just. Like I said, I struggle to think of anything negative. Tani, like I said, he's a little slow, but hey, we're all go at different our own paces. So I get it.
He's more reserved.
He is more reserved, and it makes sense for his character. It would be jarring if all of a sudden he became a super professor when it comes to like psychology and understanding.
And that's another thing I like about the show: the fact that the characters do grow, but don't grow like so 11 with the guy with chin, or with like
they don't grow 2 feet in the second episode.
At least we're slowly. There's some faux pas here and there,
Yes.
but there's some growth happening.
There's
here.
growth happening, and you can see it, but it's also never jarring either.
Yeah,
it's just the right. It's good pacing. It's good pacing for these kids and the story they want to tell. And like I said, I think it's just a home run out of the park, and you should watch it.
also going.
Still
over there.
going. Still flying to the left Dodger Stadium. Still going. So we're going over the U.S. Bank building right now as we
Yeah.
talk. Let's see how far it keeps going.
It's like Goofy All Might when he punches like
Oh.
and like you see the cloud. Poof, poof,
Yeah,
poof,
goes
and
flying.
it's still going. It's still going.
Anime's fun. Alrighty, Frank. I'll shut up now. And what do you got for us, Frank? Anything else we haven't tackled yet?
Try to break this man's spirit.
I think you pretty much drooled over everything. I think you said most of the things that needed to be said. I guess I just wanted to mention that I like the pink girl's voice. I thought she did a well.
Which one? Japanese or
the-
English?
English.
Okay, I assume, but I want to make
she
sure.
did a good job of expressing the way the character should be. And that's hard because
Yes.
I could see somebody saying those same exact things and me being like, ugh, because she would say a lot of like slang.
a lot of slang. Yeah.
a lot of
Kid
young,
talk.
young folk,
Young folk talk.
Yeah.
young folk talk, and it a lot of times it would make me would go ew,
Yes, this is very true.
but then she pulled it off. So
She
I
sells
thought that was a pretty strong point of the show. The main character's in the redhead spectrum. So,
Close enough.
I'll take it.
that's a plus.
The right setting, time of day, the light hits just right.
I like I can't remember what characters were involved exactly. I think it was the librarian girl,
Okay.
Tani, the pink hair girl, and I don't remember if there was one or two more characters. But kind of how you were saying, where the misunderstanding that kind of happened, because as soon as the pink hair girl arrived, she ran away,
Oh yes.
and she thought she ran away because of her, and it was just like when she found out, like, oh no, that guy was there too, and so they like each other, and it's like, oh, I have nothing to worry about. I thought that was a fun scene. I also liked the day that she went out alone to the grocery store. And,
Oh, the convenience store.
and yeah, there you go. And then she was like, I don't have to dress
Yeah,
up.
and then she's just like, she's wearing like her gym shorts and just hair in a bun, like not giving two fudges about her looks for once.
Yeah, so I thought that was cool because it showed problems relationship have, but not the typical problems you see, like, oh my God, he's cheating on me. It's more like, oh, I don't like to dress up all the time. Or what does he think if I eat nasty or something?
Right.
I
Little
wanna,
things, just little
like,
things.
So I want to bite this food a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is
So-
definitely a thing, right? I mean, when you're meeting a new friend, even a romantic interest partner, you want to put on your best face, right?
I wouldn't be surprised if they maybe like season 2 they have a scene where they stay in a room together and like, oh, I don't want to go to the restroom, like something like that. Like, yeah. So that was pretty cool how it showed things that a lot of people go through, but it's never really reflected on TV shows. Pretty cool. I think the pretty much I think might have been one of the last things that happened where they're like about to kiss and then the parents arrive.
Oh, yeah, that was like the most like classic, like, oh god damn it, I was about to kiss this girl. And these damn parents. If it wasn't for these parents, I would have kissed this girl. You know. Scooby-Doo reference again this week on the podcast.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to mention about the voice acting and the normal scenes that they highlighted.
Okay. I will say this: my other favorites. I mean, every scene's my favorite scene, but I guess the scene I laughed the most with, because I thought this is the most like natural thing and something I definitely can relate to, is I think one of the later episodes when towards the end of the field trip, if I remember right. Where Tani's feeling like car sick because I guess he gets motion sickness pretty easily from the bus ride.
Yeah.
And they get back and he's feeling a little nauseous, and the Tyra character, the me once again.
Yeah.
He's like, well, I know, it's like, oh, I know he's, because he's kind of a smart guy, but he kind of keeps himself, blah blah blah. The point being, he's like, oh, well, I hear cola's good for an upset stomach, so I'll get him a soda and give it to him, make him feel good. And the Ozma character realized, like, he's doing, oh, you're such a sweet. And of course, it's like, like, this girl, I can't stand this girl. She's always on me and this and that. And he's about to, like, give him the soda pop, right, to make himself feel better. But of course, he's there with Miyu, and they're kind of having a little cute romantic moment together. So there's really never a moment for him to just like show up and be like, here's a soda, guy, drink this, you'll feel better. And so they're just kind of they end up hiding behind the bushes, and they just leave, and he's just so pissed, like, god damn it, there was never a time. And she's just yucking up, like, oh my god, this guy tries to be nice, and he can't even be nice. I'm just like, and there's so many times where like that's been me, where it's just like, I'm waiting for the right opportunity to like, okay, break the ice or do something cool, and just like something awkward happens, and just never works
happens.
out, and then I end up looking like an idiot, and it's just like, god damn it. And of course, the soda then explodes on him. I was just like, yep, life's a dick, life's a dick. I understand this feeling too well.
I also like how they kept visiting him at where he works.
Oh yes, they always keep. Oh, that's also a very cute scene. Oh, I love that scene when like he doesn't tell anyone his birthday, but then eventually she finds out because of the class. And then she eventually tells them, and they show up just for him to be like, oh, here you go. Happy late birthday. He's just like, oh, these are good people. Oh,
that was cool because he was like, I didn't tell you my birthday. Oh, you mentioned it and I remembered.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's so there's like little cute moments, just so many cute little moments.
Mine real quick. Mine was one at the end where Yamada and Nishi, they were like, meeting up. But they saw Miyu and Tani there, and they book it. And then the best part is like how halfway episode
the camera shot,
and then they go way backward to see the exact moment you see her, like, and she's like, and you see Miyu just, I'm like, oh, I was like, oh, I guess they left.
I wonder how they're doing right now.
And you see like,
and they've she turned head the other way.
You see the back, and you see the front view of what they did. And you see them like, oh,
yeah, the camera's down the front, and you can see them run behind them.
Like, oh, I guess they went out somewhere.
That is funny. Just like, oh, hell no. Oh, and that was also cute when she's like, she tries to like accessorize, but she doesn't really know how to, and she has like too many things going on.
And I said, and it's like how like everyone wears like different clothes. Like Miyu must like change like hair, different hairstyles. Like everyone's
got a new costume. There's someone's a big One Piece fan out here,
and they had different styles, different hairs. Like you said, the ones, like you said, the casual one, I heard just about like, I'm going to the store.
Yeah, I'm going to the convenience store.
Like, oh, he's there. Oh, you didn't see me at all. I'm gone.
It's always that awkward one. Oh, you saw me. It's very cute.
And it just disappears. No, I wasn't here. Let's go.
That is funny. He's always like bugging him at the store. Why don't you go home already?
And I said the fact that they wrapped this up in a tight, cute little package, and they're not afraid to go chibi sometimes. And but it's just refreshing. It's a very like man, why can't we all grow up and learn to do things like this? Because we want to break the chains of like
we don't have to do everything the same exact way every single time. And speaking of what, the one minor thing, stop trying to be such a nerd here. The one complaint I would have about the manga, if I was to have a complaint,
here we go,
is like I said, the writing 10 out of 10, no notes, perfect. Sometimes, let's say the drawings maybe got a little, let's say, simplistic or lazy, or to be fair, you're putting out new chapters every single week. That's very hard. So I understand where maybe the author had to cut corners because he was too busy writing the important scenes and the words and the dialogue, which, like I said, perfect. But it's nice to see in the anime they kind of clean up some of those lines work, let's say.
Yeah.
So I do think this is probably the better way to watch the show. Plus, it's animated music, animation, blah 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 blah. But it was nice to see they did more than the original mangaka did, because sometimes anime studios are like, we will only do what's in the panel and nothing more. But no, they weren't afraid to like, okay, let's do the theme and what we're going for, but also let's finish the hairdo and maybe, draw some legs and arms, not just a face. There's a little bit more. They have more time. They have more time to cook, and I feel like you see the results of that in this version of this series.
Yeah, but like I said, it's like it's a nice thing to watch every week. Kind of like, I wish more shows were like this.
All right, gentlemen. Any other final thoughts on this one? Because I'll just keep going.
I think the ball left. It went around the world twice. I think
We need something positive this week, and this is it.
And I said, the ball left, and like there's nothing bringing it up, and it's gone. It's in the atmosphere. It's now out to
crossing the Pacific right now, I believe.
Yeah.
It's on its way to Tokyo. Alrighty, gentlemen. Now we're time here for our little rankings here on the podcast, though it sure seems like it's obvious.
I think it's obvious.
So, but we might do a bit of a speed run this time. But, gentlemen, as we normally do each season of the podcast, we rank our least 2 favorite shows of the season. So let's go ahead and start off with our least favorite show. And Frank went first, so let's go Frank first. Frank, what is your least favorite show this season?
Tamon B-side.
B-side. Destroy that record, says
What
Frank.
does the B stand for?
Yeah, mother beeping son of a beep beep beep. That's I'll tell you what.
Yeah, I think it's obvious, like we've mentioned.
If you
were listening,
if you didn't use the timestamps down below.
Yeah.
Just based on the rating we gave everybody.
Yeah, before the spoilers talk, kind of gives it away.
Yeah. I concur with the doctor over here, and also said Tamon-kun B-side.
Oh,
Doctor. Oh, all
right.
All right. Doctors, professors, I also concur. It's unanimous. Tamon-kun B-side was definitely the least good show this season. That's the nicest thing I could say about it. It was the least best show this season that we covered here on the podcast. All right. All righty, gentlemen. And which leaves us to our winner number 1, and of course the one that remains unnamed will then of course take home the silver place. Frank, what was your favorite anime of winter 2026?
Despite not being my favorite type of anime, you and I are polar opposites. With a heavy heart.
Now a light, soft, calm, just nice and cozy heart. You and I are polar opposites. All right, Frank. All right. I'm see. Sentence to be hero, of course, then takes home second place for Frank. It sounds like. All righty, Miles. Let's see if you're going to be on the right side of history or not.
Well, I could over to Dr. Frank over here, and also say you and I are polar opposites.
If I had a hat.
Tip your hat.
Because I guess it's just so new and refreshing. We haven't had a new show in years in which it's something different than we usually get.
Well, it goes different routes, let's say. The concept isn't new, but what they end up doing and decisions they make.
Oh, you can change parts out? Wow.
You mean you just can't be misunderstood for 10 more episodes and then never say never for 50 more? Well, gentlemen, I know. Get shot. Hold on to your butts. This might shock you. You and I are opposites is also my favorite anime of the season.
What? No. Bring out the proofs.
It is a clean sweep this time on the podcast, and which definitely means is this the first time we ever agreed unanimously on the rankings of shows?
No, wait, no. I thought there was. Oh no.
I feel like there's always someone's a flip flopper.
No, I guess no. This will be the first time. It's a good show. When you got all of us. Even Frank.
Well, see, gentlemen, just shows you if you listen to little Ray, little sourdough shonen, maybe we would have a better time here on this little podcast.
We give him a crown. Look, now it's going to get to his head.
Now, excuse me, as I ordered a bigger size hat to fit my head.
Oh, there it goes.
Oh, World Championship hat. Yeah, there you go.
What else like goofy hats on a Shark Tank?
Back to back, that's me.
Those like Shark Tank big hats. We get one of those.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna need soon enough after this episode. Definitely. It's nice to be a winner. It's nice to be a winner here on the Otaku podcast, and we'll see. Maybe we might do something with that. Stay tuned with that because it's up in the air. We have some thoughts and concerns about next time on our little podcast and our spring season coming around the corner. So maybe I'll be a real winner, ? I don't know yet. To be determined, as they say.
All I know is that the season has a lot to hope for here because, boy, oh boy, I don't know if we're getting our queen sleep on this one. Yeah,
I don't know. I haven't even seen the current. I'm too busy trying to catch up on this episode of the podcast, so I'm just grateful we made it. Gentlemen, we've done it. Mission complete. Winter 2026 is over. We can close the chapter on that book. But as already teased gentlemen, the next chapter is soon to be upon us in 2 weeks of this recording of this episode, because it'll be now spring 2026 preview episode, where once again we'll each pick 3 different shows, preview them all, and then choose a true winner, and then of course do our normal spoiler talk towards the end.
I really need to do my homework this time. Nah, we
The
can't.
good old episode rule
No,
3.
because
doesn't work?
sometimes you know, guys.
Rule 3. that is.
Sometimes, you know, pictures are a little different than actually watching actual content and go, oh, maybe I shouldn't choose the one that he says this. Oh,
You just looked at the stats.
Yeah.
I look at the stats and
Has to
oh,
pass the eye
and
test.
he's what is it? Oh, is he that bad? Okay.
To be honest, even those first 3 episodes, I thought the show would have been like mediocre but fine at the end of the day. I didn't think I was going to dislike it as much as I ended up did. But I mean, the first time
Those be the praise.
that happens here on the Otaku podcast.
Never, kids. Do your homework before you watch the show.
Apparently. Oof, that was one long spoilerific discussion these guys just had.
Yeah, it's a lot to take in 2 weeks.
Oh, that reminds me, 2 weeks. I wish this podcast was like every day.
I don't think we can promise that to our listeners, but you know what we can do? We can use our social media platforms.
Oh, that's right. We're like on Blue Sky and Instagram, and even we have YouTube shorts between each episode.
Or as a fun moment, what Frank said, my hot takes on gotcha games or Ray's inevitable rants. You can find all of it on social media.
Wow, it's like no matter where the people are, we're there with them every moment.
It's like we're always watching you.
Ooh, and with that, let's get to our outro quick. So yes, as I already teased before, that is going to be our next episode, our spring preview episode, so tune into that. And then afterwards our next episodes are pretty much lined up already. It's going to be sequel bonanza, let's say, with Trigun Stampede, or what's the new one called?
Stargate.
Stargaze, there you go. We're going to cover that after it's been a few years. A few years since season 1 was I think one of the first, if not, I know it has to be in the first season review
It was
we
the
covered.
first one. I was just thinking about that. That was the one where Tomo-chan is a girl one. I'm like, I should have picked Star.
Was that also that same season?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's crazy. That was a good season.
Yeah, well, that was probably the last one we actually had showed that was overall. Oh, no, that was last year. The fall last year wasn't bad.
Wait, wasn't? No, last season? Last season was the androids.
Okay,
season was
what fall? Is
That was fall.
Okay, maybe summer, maybe.
It must have been. It wasn't fall.
Well, you know what? To me, I always think fall. I think it was winter, but no.
Maybe, yeah, because it's always by the time we do the review and the spoiler talk.
And the way how seasons are, again, technically summer. I think
that sounds more correct.
I think summer to me is actually the fall.
Well, anyway, the point being is we talk a lot about anime often on this anime podcast.
What?
And if you want to hear more about season 1 of Trigun Stampede or Tomo-chan's a Girl, which is also a very good show, which didn't actually make my list that year if I remember right, you could check those on www.takuotaku.com, and of course the various podcast apps out there. We're pretty much on every single one of those things, so just look us up, and there you go. And if you're listening to this right now, guess what? There's links down below. You don't even have to type in that in the URL. You just click and boom. Boom! Podcast is galore. All of this anime weeb talk that we normally do here, and even some video game talk with last time, Death Stranding. If you
also give anime.
Yeah, speaking about disappointing conversations, tune into that episode of the podcast. Gunbuster's good, so it's a balanced episode, you could say. But yeah, there you go. That's to look forward to here on Taku Otaku. So like and subscribe today. But before we leave, of course, I have to thank my co-host for joining me on this special occasion where
we got it.
The heroes won at the end of the day.
Yeah.
We were sentenced to watch good anime.
I like how, you know the sad part, Frank? We can hear this for the next, 2 seasons. I'm like, oh, who was an animist? So
I'm just saying, other anime podcasts out there wasn't recommending this series, but I was, even before the anime adaptation came out. I'm just saying, some of us know, can sense a good anime, a good series. My anime manga sense is tingling. Yes, I am the new Spider-Man. But of course, gentlemen, thank you for indulging and watching my head get bigger and bigger as these headphones slowly slip off my big old noggin.
If see this guy, that's Ray over here. That's Ray up in the sky right now.
How's it going, guys? Kind of hot up here.
Just remember, you also picked the cyborg anime.
Well, that was old Ray. Old Ray didn't know what he was talking about.
2025 Ray. 2025 was a little hot.
There wasn't a manga to read on that one. Thank God for that. Oh well. Well, don't worry, because our biggest thanks go to you guys, our listeners, for hanging out this whole time, watching my ego inflate to large proportional sizes. I'm going to take on Godzilla after this.
Live on camera.
Indeed.
Ultraman over here. Just gonna go just get bigger.
But hopefully, we gave you some advice on some new shows to check out, add to your anime watch
Or
list.
shows to watch or not watch.
And also those pitfalls to avoid. We also do that on this podcast as well. But of course, if you got any questions, thoughts, send them our way on our social medias, links down below. But until then, we hear from you guys. We hope you have a good one. Until then, peoples, bye-bye, later.